Here we go. We're live. Slightly accidentally. I did not mean to start the live quite there, but we're live now. The live stream. I accidentally hit the live start button, so we are still working on the getting ready part a little bit, but we're almost ready. Also, because I had to delete the. It was weird. I couldn't do the landscape, so we're kind of working on that part. As in, to explain, we were trying the scheduled live stream I had to cancel because it was not going to be in the right orientation, and you can't change the orientation once it's scheduled. So we had to cancel that live stream and then immediately start a new live stream. So this is now the new live stream, and this is the right live stream to be in. Okay, so little last minute tweaking. Nothing ever goes quite according to plan, but we've got everybody here, and we're going to get some fighting going here in a bit. We're getting gear on. We have an entourage up above, so I'm working on that part. So if you'll bear with us for just a moment, we are working on getting stuff together. I'm going to maybe try to buy some time for people to get ready. Do I adhere to strict fashion rules with my vintage clothes, or do I mix it up? I don't really adhere to anything in particular. I mean, there's the usual guidelines about like how many buttons you're supposed to button with certain kinds of jackets and that kind of stuff. But other than that, it's not super particular. I cleverly put all my gear over there, so I have to go get that stuff. Oh yeah, so waistcoat and jeans is not a look I usually go for. I don't like blending those two myself. I'm kind of big on keeping the textures more or less the same. But I mean, there are people who can pull it off. It's just not something for me. Ugh. I'm trying to place places. Oh, we're up to 550 now? Okay, I'll take it. So I can walk through some of the gear we use. That's actually a way to buy some time. Okay, since we're doing some sparring, right, it's a good time to talk through sparring gear once I get my mic clipped. Okay, so talking through sparring gear. I personally like to wear a rash guard underneath my gear. For one, the material on the inside of these jackets can get a little rough. It feels like a cheese grater sometimes. It's not great. Then hard protection on the elbows is really important. Always want to make sure you've got some of that going on. I think I just smeared a bug. Now, I've switched up my gear a little bit because I do have something. Oh, wait, no, I don't have it. My wife has something from Arm Street, but I've switched up my jacket with this new officer jacket, which is not quite as tough as some of my, like, it's a lighter jacket, which I wanted because we haven't had an indoor location since COVID shut down the gym we rented out. So we've been kind of stuck in outdoor locations, and as protective as that AP light or the AP standard is, it is not the coolest jacket to wear. So I wanted to get something a little lighter with a little more mobility. So I went with the officer jacket, but I'm playing around. It comes with padding inserts, so you can put padding in there to kind of beef it up. But I'm playing around with wearing a plastron instead as an alternative because, and I haven't quite decided if it's worth the trade-off yet. On the one hand, this isn't as hot as the padding, but it doesn't breathe. So it's like, it's less hot when you start, but the sweat doesn't go anywhere once you actually start sweating. So I haven't quite decided if it's worth the trade-off yet. It is more protective than just doing the padding, though, that's for sure. And then I've got hard forearm protection, which goes in conjunction with the elbow pads. So this whole system sort of attaches to itself, which is really nice. Just gonna get that attached there. There, you can see this whole assembly here goes with that. Ugh. I've got another one over here. Then all this goes together on the sleeves. But there's one more piece I have to put on before we can actually do that, which is gorget, a very important piece of sparring gear right here. Gorget keeps your neck safe. Because as good as those jackets are, they do have limits. And so you really should have some hard protection. I'm being looked at. They have perceived me. You didn't go with the green. Oh. Oh, I see how it is. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you your mic.
To get the stream figured out.
It's running.
Okay.
Here you go. Let me get that. There you go.
You know, red was a good choice.
Yeah. Okay. So now you see room for 2 people on the stream. See, look at that. We can have 2
All
people on screen.
Oh no, I'm not doing the hat.
You're not doing the hat. What's wrong with the hat? I like the hat.
I don't know, chat. Tell me.
I think the hat works. Unfortunately, I have nowhere to clip the mic now. I guess right here.
That is an accident that no one wants to step in or put their gear in. We have puppies.
We have puppies. Well, I'm glad I missed that with my jacket.
Yeah, you did. That would. Woo.
Yeah. I need hands, so I'm gonna. Yeah, you can
just clip it to me.
Yeah, you can just have that for now.
Okay. Hi, chat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step over the accident so I can see the chat.
Yeah, you can take over now.
I am the wife. Yeah. All right. Someone says they like the hat. I don't know.
I like the hat.
It's Rob's hat, so it's a little big for me. Hello. We're getting started. We got special guests.
Yeah, special guests.
Need a gorget necktie combo.
That'd be interesting. That'd be a combo.
That would be a combo, yeah.
That'd be a combo. I don't know if that'd be a good combo, but that'd be a combo.
I think it is a really nice hat. Oh, it's someone's first time in the stream.
Oh, welcome.
This is a big one.
It's a big one. Celebrating 500. Yeah, it took me so long to schedule the 500,000 one that we're up to 550 apparently.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where you were at.
Yeah, we hit 550.
So he gained 50,000 more followers by the time we scheduled this.
Yeah.
He has rapiers, and we have
swords in frame. They're back there somewhere.
Yeah, there's swords up on the fence back here. How well can y'all see the swords? Probably not all that great.
Oh. Be a good thing to grab that there.
Oh, thank you, Rob Lenz. Oh, super chat. Any advice for using a lunge messer? Longest? Lunge.
Generally. What sort of advice?
Not visible at all.
What sort of advice are we looking? Because it's. Oh, I didn't do this right. Oopsie.
Oh, someone just found the channel. Yeah, there's a lot to go through. Feel free. It is their 10th super chat on the stream.
Oh, thank you. I don't know if they can hear me. Can they hear me?
Anyone want to chime in if you guys can hear him? Because I have both mics. I can just.
You can point it in
vaguely in your face.
Maybe look where you're pointing it first, but yes.
Okay. Yeah, they say yes.
Okay, cool.
At least one person says yes.
Picking up, that's good. Yeah. Someone advice about using long messers.
Thank you. We're figuring this out.
It's tricky because it's like I can give more specific advice, but like general trying to feel like yes, this sword. How to use this sword? That's like a whole seminar. How to use a particular sword.
All right, so they can't hear you well.
Oh.
But yeah, once he's suited up, he'll get his mic back. It's currently clipped on me.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I won't have the mic on me because there's nowhere to put it.
Oh, never mind. I'm in charge of chat today.
Yeah, you're moderating chat.
And we have special guests gearing up behind me.
Yes, we have guests. Special guests.
We have quite a few special guests.
Putting on gear. I guess
someone says you have to earn the microphone.
Oh, you have to fight for.
What did I do to earn the microphone?
Fight for the right to
What
talk.
is this?
Married him.
That's true. I got the ring.
Gotta put my hand through.
I put up with the behind the scenes stuff because I get to hear the video 17 times while he stutters through it.
What?
And then you guys get the final version.
What?
Where the birds start chirping and yeah.
Rude.
I get to hear the behind the scenes.
Rude. Incredibly rude.
Ooh, Kingdom Come Deliverance. Yes, I know he has. I cannot tell you anything about it. Someone was asking if you've ever played Kingdom Come.
I have indeed. Why didn't I just do that?
Yeah, I'm always in the background. I don't like being this close, but my makeup's
we have
actually
people.
looking really nice.
People who have gear on.
Yeah. Y'all
I feel
can't
like
see what's
I feel
happening
like I
behind the
should do
camera.
inaugural fight, though. I do feel an obligation to do
Yeah,
that.
you need to do the first fight. Are you gonna take like requests for weapons
Yeah,
or?
we'll do weapon requests and stuff.
Yeah.
So that'll be a whole thing.
We have a lot of weapons. So if y'all want to see a particular mashup. Oh, thank you.
What?
Someone said that the game is nice, but they said, but your makeup's nice too. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm being vain today.
Being vain.
Yeah, I'm cute. I'm feeling cute today. Yeah.
Feeling cute.
You want to come pop into? You're the other moderator. They won't really get to see this. I have another chat moderator today. Wait up. Oh, I missed those comments. Oh, why do they keep disappearing? Oh, there we go. Ooh, do you think you'll ever start a series for vintage fashion? Call it Robin Swag.
Oh,
I kind of like.
If I ever
Any plans?
expand my wardrobe enough for it.
There are plans for Q&A. We're going to do some fighting. We have lots of people who can answer questions. Go train against Patrick Lassard with his company's weapons. Patrick Lassard is the founder and owner of it disappeared. Calimassil? Calimassil?
Yeah, let me fix the chat.
I don't know what chat's doing.
yeah, fix the chat.
Yeah. Live chat. Okay.
Oh, you made it.
It is Mountain Dew.
Welcome.
Nice.
Hello. Yep, we'll be doing some Q&A. We did that way back at the 100K. And some of the same people are here today.
Yeah.
We got our Power Ranger back.
I'm officially blind now.
I don't know if they've ever actually seen the Power Ranger.
I don't think so. It's just you had like a red and a blue and a yellow. So y'all became the Power Rangers.
Oh, I forgot
At least in like the comments, y'all became the Power Rangers.
Some old and new faces.
Love new faces.
Yeah.
Do you want to have the dagger with the mic? 'Cause
Oh.
he just clipped a mic to me, so I'm mic'd up.
I feel like we just need to go ask people. Oh, who's up? What's up?
Oh shit! All right.
All right.
Are we using my phone for chat since this is camera?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you want to.
Y'all gonna be on me.
For chat, that works too. That was kind of my thinking.
Okay, what's my battery doing? I should have thought about this. Okay.
F in the chat with that battery.
F in the chat.
My battery.
All right.
We're all of our batteries.
All of the batteries.
All right. I'm not even in the stream yet. I'm bad.
Neither am I. Damn. I'm a fake fan.
Big fans.
Fake fan. Not even in. No.
Imagine being
Hi,
a
Mama.
big fan and being here.
I see you
Yeah.
messaging me.
Exactly.
You're so good at faking it that you're actually.
We can't get the
So
mic on the
fake,
pommel. It's
but
too
I'm
big.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm joining the chat on
That
my
is exactly
phone.
how it works.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
and it
sprinkling.
is lightly drizzling, kids.
You know, it's going to be the 100 all over again.
You know what they
It was
say?
100,000 when you were here last.
It's good luck. Good luck to have a little bit of rain on an important day.
You know, I think that's just meant to make people feel better.
You're right.
Oh, wait, I don't need my volume on.
Yeah, I don't know if
Use dagger mic for Robin. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Yes, exactly. That's the plan.
Camera in hand to record.
It's really threatening, isn't it?
It's a little threatening.
You're the one who decided to put a mic on a dagger.
We should be a little threatened.
I pointed in my face earlier. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we should be a little threatened by it.
I was watching this and I pointed it at him and I saw him go back because I had no depth perception. It was like 2 inches away from his face.
Man.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
All right.
before you guys get into it, do you
wasn't
want
supposed to
to
ring.
say what you're fighting with and general gist?
We're gonna start with long swords here because that's my favorite. Long sword. My Siggy Shorty here. I start with
Siggy Shorty.
Siggy Shorty. I like it short.
And what do you have?
Malleus Tedesca, a sword I paid way too much money
So
for.
much money. So much money.
Let's slay the day away.
All right.
So I'm gonna need.
How do we want to go?
Oh, I'm way behind. Mine is not. Oh, my phone's not keeping up with the chat.
I'm gonna like scoot just back a bit.
There, yeah.
Do you need somebody who's not wearing gloves to adjust it, or are you okay with it?
I think
It should be good now.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone says the whole stream looks like a bunch of Victorian friends having a picnic. I am here for
That
it.
is the vibes.
Let's write ghost stories and become
We
Mary
should.
Shelley.
Oh my gosh, I wish I was Mary Shelley.
Robin jump scare.
I don't think I'll ever be that cool though. Mary Shelley.
Mary Shelley?
Yeah.
No, no one's Mary Shelley's cool.
Robin jump scare.
Quality is really bad or just me? Not. I don't know if it's our weather, but it did kind of jump around a little bit.
Mm.
Glad we have hats.
Yeah, let's see how quickly this blown out hair just becomes curls.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
We do have umbrellas in the house. Should we grab some?
That would not be the, especially for the tech.
Yeah.
I could hold it over.
Nope, the helmet goes over the armor. Quality is bad for someone else. Percy Shelley was a handsome man. He was also an adulterer, so you know.
Well,
Oh, someone says the trees might be affecting the quality, but I don't know. We're always out here. Here.
ooh.
You want to grab this for a minute?
Second, free up my handsies.
How to get this Robinswords drip? Thrift stores. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go get some
Lots of thrifting.
umbrellas, and we can figure it out.
And also just vibes. I think the vibes are important to match the drip.
It always rains. Hello. Join whenever you want. Make yourself at home.
Umbrella duel. Yeah, she's getting the umbrellas
Right
there.
down the steps. Light's still on. So that works. No problem. Oh, I still have the mic.
Ooh, more Navajo content. I do love a pretty blade. That's a good suggestion.
Well, the door is just wide open, so because people are
Rosie.
bringing stuff, and
Is there technical difficulty?
Hmm?
Rosie's the technical difficulty.
she is, yes.
What the dog doing? Dog.
Dog has no fear of swords. Yeah, they love the dogs. Rosie is a recurring character.
You want me to drag
Alright.
her inside?
Maybe.
Safety.
Here, I'll just
Ooh.
kind of put umbrellas down, and anyone can have whatever they want. We have plenty. Now it's gonna stop raining. Just because I did that.
You know that's how it works, isn't it?
Are these beautiful ladies doing the fight commentary today? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
I don't know about commentary. We're those two old Muppets
Oh my
that just heckling
goodness.
people. What are their names?
Oh man, what are those? I know exactly.
Statler and something.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat knows it.
It was a good cackle.
Yeah, we just need to heckle people.
I can heckle. Ooh.
Yeah, chickens have no fear. Rosie has no fear of swords.
Oh, she is somewhere.
She's hidden.
Hidden. Hiding in the bushes.
My poor tree.
Somebody did comment earlier, what a way to cut the tree.
Yeah.
And honestly,
The poor leaves.
oh,
Statler and Waldorf. Thank you, chat.
thank you, chat. Yes, we are those two old Muppets.
Absolutely. Oh,
Oh,
up and down. Oh, you're kind of, oh, you were barely on screen for that too.
Dang.
I was afraid you walked off.
That is going to be one of the other fun things. We have a slightly damp ground, so difficult terrain has entered the chat.
Yep.
And that grass was just like.
Yeah, difficult terrain, exactly.
Betrayed by the grass. Oh, who wants to fight him? Me again.
All right, well let's get some
You're
hot
the
takes.
host.
How
You've
did we feel about it?
Grass be slippy, yo.
Grass is slippy, and the tree being right there is really annoying. Actually.
That's valid. That's valid.
Someone's asking who else is fighting today. Should we do like an introduction so people know who's here?
Ooh.
Yeah, we got the opening.
The opening act?
Yeah, that's,
Take a breath.
Am I the opening?
yes, that was the opening act. So I guess now we can introduce. So hello, I'm Rob.
In case you don't know.
In case you didn't know, I'm Rob. I've been with Triangle Sword Guild for 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. I mostly do longsword. We have a wonderful selection for you all today because it's not just a bunch of longsworders. We have people who are actually smart here. Oh, the peanut gallery's got comments on that one. But yeah, so we've got a good spread today. So I'm going to pass this along, and everybody can kind of introduce themselves, what they do, what their focus is, and then we will get more fights going.
Hell yeah.
Hey, we can just pass the dagger. Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
weirdly long.
That's what she said.
My name is Andrew. I've been with
Complain about that.
I've been with TSG for the better part of 3 or so years. Rob was actually my longsword instructor when I joined. So combaters might know me as Big Red from other videos. I don't know. I'm stealing that. Somebody said it. I like that nickname.
Take it. Go ahead.
But yeah, I do start with longsword, and longsword I've been doing Messer, as well as our club calls it Napoleonic fencing, but that is Highland, like Scottish Highland broadsword, British military saber, French small sword, and spadroon. So lots of single-handed stuff that I brought some fun things with me. We can do that later. Which one of you people wants to come over?
You guys
Who's
are in a
next?
beautiful little line.
Yeah, you can
So-
just go in order.
Yeah, come here.
Trevor.
Yay, Trevor. His beautiful boy.
Name's Trevor. Been with TSJ for like three years, I think. I'm bad at math.
Oh, he's holding it.
Yeah, I come to fight people,
You've
so
never
I'm
been on these
I'm
before.
here to fight
Yeah.
people.
I'm here to fight people.
Give the mic.
My boy here medaled at our what was it? Tier B. So big round of applause for our boy Tier B
Yeah.
longsword medalist over here.
I don't want to scream next to the mic.
kept chopping them until they said stop.
That's the one way to do it.
Someone
I'm so
just
proud
called
of
you a
him.
tall surfer.
Thank you.
Oh, speaking of, we have another medalist coming up, or 2 medalists. What was it? Was it just the one? It was a 2-sword.
Paired sword tournament. Apparently, US's first paired sword tournament for.
You know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Birch. I've been with TSG for. Okay, we're going up now. I've been with TSG for about 5 years now. I teach the Bolognese tradition beginner, as well as practice in side sword and dagger, buckler,
We have a
paired
surprising
sword,
amount of tall
and
people.
some long sword. If you see me with the long sword, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. It's not going to be pretty. Okay, who's next?
We'll lay it down again.
We have tall surfer and taller surfer, according to chat.
There you go.
I'm Blake, also Bolognese. Been doing it for about 3-ish years, and Birch is the one who taught me.
We got. a
Will you
question.
Also here to
explain
fight
bolognese?
Yeah.
We can put it up next.
Yeah. Well, can you explain what bolognese is? Someone seems to have a question.
Someone said
The
bolognese.
teacher
Question
like to
mark?
Teach about bolognese.
Oh yeah.
Bring the instructor back in.
Give me that. All right. Get a little closer, like so you can all see my. Let's see. This is fine. All right. So Bolognese system. That's Italian. If ever had pasta before, you may have had spaghetti bolognese or something. But we're dealing pasta. We deal in swords. So you're looking at like Renaissance era tradition. I'm sure you've seen some of Rob's videos have talked about side sword. But yeah, it's Renaissance era, very intrigue heavy, I would say. One of the harder systems to learn. Literally anyone take this from me.
Literally anyone.
Someone.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoever's next.
Up next.
Oh, someone's in the chat from Italy.
Hi
in
there. My
Italy.
name is Kerry. I'm probably the newest person here. Been with TSG about 6 months, and I fight longsword badly, rapier a little better, and spear better than that. But I like to fight with anything, and just fulfill my nerd dreams by stabbing, cutting, chopping people, and being stabbed, cut, chopped in turn. Thank you.
I mean, that's why we're all here.
I was
We
about
just,
to say, that
yeah.
being said, despite Carrie being pretty new to the longsword scene, what did you rank for our rookie tournament? 6. So he disclaims himself, but he is pretty solid.
We're also tying the tree limb out of the way.
Yes.
Like it's in timeout.
That was very great sitting there and watching.
Oh, they love your hat.
Oh yeah,
Chat loves
we're
your
big
hat.
on hat fashion out here.
All right, so we got that
Perfect.
big hat energy. How many people have hats?
Just the
Just
three
the
of us.
3 of us. Okay, never mind.
We're just simply better.
Big hat energy.
Alex and Blazer coming.
Okay.
Oh, we
have a
got
couple
some
more people.
more.
We have a few more people. I'm just trying not to stab myself on the dagger.
Depth perception. We have none.
It's giving.
Yeah, it's trying to look at the camera while also trying to not like.
It's giving Anchorman.
I would Anchorman and also
I don't know what to
that
do with my
cat
hands.
meme
More
where you
people to
hold out the
introduce.
dagger
So we can get more
and
fights.
the cat's like, you know the one.
More people
Mhm.
say hi so we can fight.
Yeah, who's
Here you go, Tate. The dagger.
Someone says hat fight.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Blaze. I probably have the other new guy beat. This is my first month in TSG. I came from WOA up in Asheville.
Okay.
So I'm part of the Sword and Buckler. Guess I'm supposed to look at that. In the Sword and Buckler class here at TSG. So
They love your outfit.
I think that's.
They said, "Look at that drip."
We got a variety of drips out here today.
We really do. Yeah, we've got
Here you go.
got several centuries.
Okay.
Covered.
We all know red's the coolest color.
Oh.
Red.
Red.
Red. All right.
What brand is which jacket? Someone
what?
asked. We have a lot of jackets.
Do what?
Someone asked, "What brand is the jacket?" I don't know if they were talking about.
I
those
think
jackets, the colorful one.
almost every single one of these is Spez. I think one Steel Mastery. That's not. Arm Steel.
Oh, orange.
So we've got
Love
a
Arm
Steel Mastery. The super fancy one's the Steel Mastery. The one with the buckles is the Arm Street one, and then the rest of us are wearing Spez. Anyways, I think we're ready for another fight. Who fighting? Probably do Bolognese since we just did Longsword.
Yeah.
And we were just asked about it.
Yeah, we were just asked about
Yeah.
Bolognese.
Some people said they had no idea what we meant by bolognese, so let's give them a taste.
Yeah.
Let the spaghetti group go.
Yes.
They
I'll
said,
be,
when will
I'll
you
be
guys
hovering
release the
right
Robin
here.
Swords clothing line?
Robin Swords clothing line. Yeah, it'd be fun.
I
Trees.
endorse it.
I love Arm Street. Got my dresses from them.
Nice.
Oh, someone asked about Arm Street. Sorry, Polymath. What did you ask about them?
Salute each other. Salute the audience.
Yay! We're acknowledged. Perceive me.
Ooh.
These poor trees. This is really the best spot to put though, unfortunately.
I blew my knee over there last year.
Yeah, that's why I moved us over here. This area's flatter.
Oh,
I think the leaves kind of add something to it.
it does.
Yeah.
It's giving
I mean, it's-
anime protagonist when you're.
Oh, almost
Oh.
covered it.
It's satisfying when like leaves are falling. and you're
Oh, don't
cutting
forget to
in
call your hits
half. Hey, pasta bonjour.
because they won't be
Now
able to
when I
tell.
look at- They didn't spell it right, but I like how they spelled
So that
it.
was an
Pasta
interesting one. So
bonjour.
Birch went for a thigh cut,
We're spelling
but
phonetically here.
got
Pause it.
stabbed on the withdrawal. Although he was making the correct effort to actually close that line, he was slightly behind the thrust, so it managed to land. But the effort was made, so we appreciate that. A little bit of half sorting there, or attempted closure. Withdrew. Half sword's not really a place you want to stay if somebody's
we are
withdrawing.
all in the USA.
Oh,
We're in the
that was
southeast.
a good cut to the face and then a slice along the stomach there.
Ooh.
Oh, sword grab, presented threat.
This is the kind of sports commentary I could get behind.
I'm like, ooh, pretty swords.
Ooh, pretty sword.
Oh,
Oh.
that was excellent. That was very good. Oh, they're switching hands. I'm trying to replay what just happened in my mind, though. What can I talk about that? So it was a very it's one of those fights where it's resolved before it actually happens. There's a lot of work you can do before you ever actually cross blades. And so that exchange there with that grapple and then presented threat was exactly one of them. It was a beautiful approach, setting Birch to kind of take a posture that was not ideal for him, just through the way in which he approached the fight. And so before they'd ever crossed blades, he had that opening and he immediately took it. And it was excellent.
Rob, 2 questions.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you both questions. You decide.
Okay.
How expensive is it to get into HEMA? And then someone said they've seen German hand and a half swords with complex hilts. Do you see them used as side swords or long swords?
Yes. The answer is yes. It depends. It's a hand and a half sword. What are you using it as? Are you using it in one hand or in two? That decides it, right? As for how expensive it is to get started, joining an established...
Hold it a little further away.
A little further? Okay. As far as how expensive it is to get started, that's going to depend partially on if you're starting out on your own or you're joining an established club. So a lot of clubs that have been around for a bit are going to have loaner gear that they can hand out. So your entry fee is really just going to be whatever it is to pay the dues for that club. And then you'll usually be able to kind of build your way up from there. And I'd say to like get fully kitted out, you're probably looking at about like 1,000 a day. Probably about 1,000 to get fully kitted out.
But you don't need that right
But
away.
you don't need it all at once. So that is the sum total, right? So to get started, what you really need are just gloves, masks, and a sword. And then clubs often have gloves, masks, and swords available. So again, it's just paying those dues to actually get started.
And I'd also say, depending upon the type of sword you do, depends upon how much gear you're going to need.
That's right. Yeah, the harder hitting stuff like
Initially.
long swords
Yeah.
tend to be a bit more demanding on the gear front because you need something that can take those two-handed hits. Long swords pack a punch. But if you're doing something like small sword, you don't need all this for small sword. This is overkill for small sword.
1,000%.
Oh, look, a small sword.
Small
So-
sword.
Yeah,
Did you say small sword?
yeah, small swords.
I went, I think, the first.
Oh, it
6
hurts so
months.
bad. Oh.
So Ashley Duran is watching you at 4:30 in the morning in Australia,
Whoa.
and
Oh,
they want
hello.
to know if you had to choose a particular school of fencing for home defense. They cannot have guns in Australia, so it is not a viable option for home defense.
Messer, yeah, Messer. I think Messer. Messer. I think anyone else? Any other
I would say just Fiore in general.
Fiore? So we had okay, Fiore's probably a good bet. Yeah. Messer and Fiore. That's the results.
Dedication.
All right, what do we want to
4:30
do
in the
next?
morning.
Chat. What do you want to see next? We did side swords. We did long swords. We can do more of either. We can just keep switching people around. We can do. Wait, let's do messers. We're talking about. Let's do messers.
Okay.
Messers.
God help them. Oh.
That's practically a quote. Actually, it's how does that go? It was what is it? It was in Lecoukner? No.
Le Couplet? Like
Oh, who is it?
Le Couplet.
Meyer doesn't do that one. It's
All swords are long knives.
one of the Messer manuals was written down by a priest or a monk or something, and he wrote like they fight with Messers here. God help them. So
All right,
They fight
we've
with
got
messers.
votes for. Someone keeps saying bayonets. They really like bayonets.
we don't have any bayonets, unfortunately.
Halberd, dagger, polearm after, please. Someone
Polearm's
in all
next.
caps said messers.
Okay, let's do Messers. We're talking about Messers. Let's do Messers, and then we'll do polearms next.
Heck yeah.
Right.
Anyone else have
Oh, I've got yeah. There's Messers on the fence.
Aw.
Ho, ho, ho.
Did we bring out both messers from inside?
Yeah, both Messers. We have the right-handed and the
Okay.
left-handed Messer. out
Yeah.
there. We'll do a Messer fight. Messers it is.
Hopefully it doesn't
Mosquitoes.
get too messy.
It will be messy. Remember, grass is slippery.
Yes.
Neve, you can be on dad jokes.
Thank
We
you.
need,
Grass
we
is
need someone
slippery.
up in the
Gosh,
dad
that
joke game.
mask.
Let's
It's
go.
gotten worse now that it's
Hey, Casey.
damaged.
Damaged, yes.
Look at that beautiful smile. Oh.
Oh, it's worse now that it's
yeah.
damaged.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
haunted now.
no.
That's some stuff of nightmares.
That is haunted. 117 people are gonna watch you mess it out. Getting messy with the messers.
It is moistened grass.
It is moist.
It is moist.
I found that one out.
Damn.
Yeah, Rob took a spill. If you weren't here for it,
That was fun.
he's fine. It looked good. Looked really
Look at that beautiful.
I do
leaf.
like the leaf.
I'm
leaf.
gonna leave the leaf. I'm leaving that.
Leave it.
The leaf.
It's cute.
Somebody who's really good at Messer should have a raccoon as their mascot.
That feels appropriate.
Messy, trashy.
Oh,
yeah.
I love a little trash.
Yeah, it's from Teletubbies. That's a good. Yeah, good. That's a good spot. That is the baby from Teletubbies. Yes,
That is now very damaged.
just
Getting
disturbing
hit in
enough.
the face a lot.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's some common and uncommon injuries? That's a good
Finger
question.
breaks.
Oh yeah.
Who here's broken a finger? That's 1, 2,
Oh.
3. Wow, not a majority. Look at that.
Ooh.
Gloves are getting.
Oh.
Dog. Rosie.
Rosie.
Rosie, stop wandering over. Rosie, come
Come
here.
Yep. She has no fear of swords. She just runs. But if she gets hit, maybe she won't do it a second time.
All right.
It's like a kid touching the
I'd
oven.
say finger breaks are probably the most common injury of note, other than like sprained
I was gonna
whatever's.
say, what about overextension?
Overextend, yes. Sprain, general like pulling things, yes. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep talking forever. You guys fight whenever you want to fight. I will talk forever.
I don't know why that's
Someone's betting on Teletubby Baby.
Well, there's this
Oh.
cool movie. It's called Dune 2. I
Yeah,
don't know if
Let's
you've
take
ever-
votes. Who do y'all think's gonna win?
It's fine.
We have the self-proclaimed Big Red on the left. And I don't know if Trevor has a nickname, but Trevor
Oh.
on the right.
You are straying a little. Pull it back to the left. Yeah, there you go.
Someone said give Rosie a sword and she'll block the hits.
Oh,
She'll be undefeated.
shut that down with a little
Well,
stop
Trevor's
thrust.
got the Maryland flag on. You
Yeah.
can just call him Old Bay.
Oh, duped.
Telebaby supremacy. Big Red and Big Trev.
Oh, that's
Hey, the Trev dude.
Trevor using his patented run away and hit you in the hand technique. It works.
Do ambidextrous messers
Oh.
exist? I'm sure they do. You just take off the handguard, right?
I suppose you. Yeah. I mean, also like the fact that the nagel's there doesn't stop you from using it left-handed if it's right-handed. You know, you just don't have the nagel. Oh, that was.
Oh.
That looked like a thrust landed, but let's let it go.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right. Someone mentioned the Purple
Are we
Heart
stopping there?
messer
Yep.
has a removable nagel, so you can switch it to different sides. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, someone had a broken pinky. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've broken my pinky before.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell, this is a good way to hug your homies. If
Yep.
you
Show them some love.
don't want to. Normally hug your homies.
If you want a socially acceptable way to hug the
Hug your
homies.
homies. Exactly. Pick up HEMA.
Because God forbid, some people are afraid of showing affection.
I'm gonna try this.
Go for it.
Then that way we can pick up everybody. Talk
Oh,
about-
yeah. Hey,
Oh.
smart.
Yeah.
I forgot how long your arms are.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor
actually,
is
I'm
a long
lefty,
boy.
too.
He is nothing but limb.
He is just limb. The Slender Man of Maryland.
The Slenderman of Maryland. As a
That makes him sound so
That
terrifying.
is-
Guys,
Oh, God.
Almost
hug
as
the
terrible.
homies.
Probably stop. Hold there. Looks like it slipped onto the mask.
Oh, no. This is how they show affection, yeah.
Yeah.
Socially acceptable way to stab the homies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Rosie, are you hunting in the grass? Rosie, hold.
She said yes.
Thank you, Rosie.
Resume.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to nagel on both sides of the messer. You could swap it or just not have one, I would imagine. Makes it
Three more
ambidextrous.
fights. Okay. Then pole arms.
Casey says, cut the homies goodnight.
Cut the homies. Oh. And this is why we have Gorget's people.
Gorget. Good clean cut to the arm. Withdraw. Good stuff. Are there like Darth Maul swords, but for real? Not really. I mean, there are double-sided pole arms, but that's kind of the gist of it. Double-sided,
A lot of people fight or voting for Big Red.
yeah, double-bladed
Rosie
swords
has on
don't work out so great.
Trying to keep us from falling. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, now we need pole arms, which are in the house. I will give this.
Robinswords is in the southeast U.S.
Yes.
We're in North Carolina. Lovely bit of hugging. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do
Yeah,
have two
the
puppies.
two pole arms are up
We have
up
two
top.
foster puppies and then our actual dog who has been running in between the
Yeah, let's
fighters.
also get that the doggy inside. I think
Someone said, can we get tree branch versus sword at the end?
tree branch versus sword, maybe.
I mean, you hit sticks all the time.
Yeah,
It's
that's true.
essentially the same.
We do a lot of stick fighting. Oh, what's this?
Hmm.
Schologrim and White. That'd be a fun fight.
You know what? I'm here. Where's Schologrim? Can we find them? Where are they
I
located?
think he's over in Canada.
I
Oh, nice
mean,
little
you know,
road
business trip. Yeah.
Yeah, a little business trip.
That would be a business trip. You could use
All right,
the
who wants the
expenses.
full arm fight?
Yeah.
I'll take my helmet.
Rosie's good. Rosie, you want to say hi? Rosie, say hi to the. Oh, she looks so damn pretty.
Rosie, would you like to give your commentary upon what is happening? Any thoughts?
Yay! She did the snuffle. God, I hope it picked that up.
I hope it did too. We've been talking about that since we saw these little mics.
Yeah.
It
We
was
need-
necessary.
We can do it to the puppies too. Get them to snuffle.
Yes.
The dichotomy of married sword tubers versus unmarried sword tubers.
Get
That is-
Mm.
Describing stuff to you call it pull.
Oh. Someone says they've been telling Schologrim about you on occasions. Oh, you do? Okay. I was not aware. Sniffs Mike. Yes. Rob is currently fighting, so I can't ask him questions.
Unfortunately.
Wait, can we get the
Wood.
Wait, oh, she's taking the stick.
All right. Get her inside.
She's helping. She's
Unfortunately,
cleaning.
she is cleaning the backyard.
Oh, don't let her take the stick inside. Try not to scream. Treasures to be all over the rug.
Mm.
The dog is armed. Yes, how adorable.
The tree may never recover. Albert is curved.
Wait, is it Descendant Armory or Descendant Leather?
Yes, Descendant leather.
Okay. Yeah, polearm fights are terrifying to me.
They are scary. Any hot takes?
Reach is a very important thing.
Ooh,
Unless you do that.
a nice one-handed. All right. Do you have any hot takes?
For pole arms? Oh yeah. So if you ever decide to get into HEMA or any type of martial arts, you're going to learn something immediately. The distance is very important in weapon-based combat, and pole arms will teach you that faster than you can say, "Is that line open?" And if using the wrong type of tip will probably knock your partner out, which is why these tips are kind of a foam rubbery. They flex, and then we just acknowledge the hits. So if you're wondering why the tips are the way they are, kind of floppy, that's why.
Make sure you're using the right tips, people. And for context, that was our even taller man.
It's our taller surfer.
Taller surfer.
I wish that's
Also known as Birch on occasion.
Birch. Because he is a
Birch is
birch
as tall as a
tree.
birch.
Yes, look at us.
Don't tell me that was fun.
We on that wavelength. I don't think it's supposed to thunder today. It wasn't even supposed to rain. So
I mean, but we're doing a live stream.
No matter
if
what.
we die, we die.
live stream the lightning.
I mean, that's what happened last time.
Yeah. We just got rained out. Remember, we ended up just
Oh.
inside talking, right? Just found another stick.
Rosie.
Dog! Oh no! 2 against
She
1.
is armed.
Hope for dog.
She said, never mind.
Hope for dog. Dogs played the field.
She thought you were left wanting, and decided the fight was not for her.
I don't know what the dots are for on the pole arms. Someone asked because they traditionally had holes. I don't know.
no,
Those are
it's-
just rivets. Oh. Yeah, they're just rivets.
I do
to
have
keep it
umbrellas
all
up for
together
grabs. I'm gonna protect the phone.
because the main centerpieces are leather.
Everyone else
around
is
foam.
able to grab umbrellas. Ooh, will Montante enter the fray? Maybe. Maybe we could.
It got very damp very quick.
Someone said I need the guy in black to yell out, "Tell me how the ground tastes, little man." I don't know what that's from. Oh, you got Birch with that one. I don't get the reference. Oh.
Oh! Safety!
Oh no, the tree limb. Montante, my beloved.
He didn't say
Yeah,
the word.
Montante is great for multiple opponents.
All right, Birch, what do you think happened there?
What do you think happened there? They got in a grapple, and the ground is a little wet with the dirt below, and both of them kind of slipped a little bit. Unfortunately, Rob took the fall.
Very unfortunate.
Which is another reason why, for pole arms, we don't use a lot of steel
Great
or
example, man.
anything.
I don't think anyone can hear you. Yeah.
Great example there of how bill hooks are really good at hooking. So even with our fencing gear on that withdrawal there, as we passed, we were passing somewhere about here. And as he withdrew, he caught the inside of the cuff here. Yeah, it was right there. And he was able to pull on that glove. Halberds or bill hooks are just good like that. Yeah.
There you go. From the man himself.
You look adorable on frame with a red umbrella too.
Thank you.
Tonight on Channel 6 News.
No, right? That's exactly how I feel, especially with the rain. You looked like you had something to say.
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm just moving stuff out of the rain.
Mmm.
That's a good job.
That is.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Definitely.
Oh, it was off camera.
can't
Dang it.
that.
Sorry, that might have been loud. My bad. Shaft swap with the homies.
Oh.
We're getting spicy now.
bill hook's looking a little limp.
The bill hook is looking a little limp.
Someone said when the bill hook is hooky and the and then it just ended. I don't know. We did one longsword fight, but we've been trying different weapons. We'll get back to longsword eventually.
All right, let's
We
bring
got
it
lots of people.
around. Hear what the man himself has to say.
Robin's getting a little floppy.
What do you have to say? Well, let's bring.
Yeah,
it
we
around
have
to the front of
we
the
have
camera.
foam for
Yeah.
the safety of our fighters.
There's no winning with this rain.
Who's Bill? Yeah,
Where is your mic, good sir?
Weatherman lied.
Bill
Yeah.
hooks.
Bless you.
Really cool. It was an interesting dynamic. So,
I definitely feel like a little news
Yeah.
where'd the other,
You understood the assignment.
the other one go?
Important.
Oh, Polymath, can you put it back in the chat? The last question about sabers. I think it's foam. I mean, it's kind of rubbery foam though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just foam.
So that show the distance, the difference. Yeah, so there's even in pole arms, there can be quite a difference in reach. So it left me with an interesting situation because he had about
Flip it around the other way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so about that was my reach. That was his reach. So it made the attempt to advance past the point pretty tricky because that's about what 6 inches or so of reach.
Men in inches.
Not
It's
an
closer to a
inch.
foot. I don't know.
Is it?
It's at least
Yeah,
10,
okay,
I would
foot.
say
Well-
9 to 10 inches.
Hey, at least he's rounding down and
Yeah.
not up. So very unmanlike of him, actually.
Yeah, I'm very egalitarian like that. Yeah, so
I love this. So
that's the
much.
difference in reach. But interesting thing with this, the bill hook simulator. So obviously, if these were both steel, they would be pretty stiff. But while this one's fairly stiff, except for that tip, which is good. We want that. But that's all stiff, which makes it good to bind with. This one, on the other hand, is flexible all the way down to here, which makes blade-on-blade contact with this thing really weird because it just bends out of the way. So you're probably seeing some thrusts that would land, and the entire bill hook would just like collapse under itself. So
And what are these made out of?
it's some sort of a thick, high-density like rubber foam, and then it's got rubber struts.
Plating, yeah.
Yeah, rubber plating.
And rivets. Keep it
Mhm.
all together.
Yeah, keep it all together.
Because people were asking what the dots were.
Yeah, those are from Descendant Armory. It used to be Descendant Leather, but they changed their name to Descendant Armory.
There you go.
So someone had a question. Some military sabers have folding thumb guards. How durable are folding hilt parts?
Not.
Oh,
They're
just not.
Those,
Oh,
those,
okay.
those folding thumb guards are not good. That's the simple way to put it. They're just not good.
Heard it here first.
Someone wants to know if Descendant Armory has saber or longsword type.
I think they make a deusac. Yeah, they make a deusac.
Yeah. They make a Chiquadilla as well.
Oh yeah, the Chiquadilla. Chiquadilla. Big old dagger. Big old pizza cutter dagger. Pizza server dagger, whatever. What do we want to do next?
What does chat want to see?
What does chat want to see?
You guys have the
While
power.
we wait, somebody earlier, a lot earlier, and it was just an
Asymmetric
interesting.
fighting.
Ooh, asymmetric.
Wait, no, I don't like this one. I don't like this one anymore.
Someone with a bill hook and Rob with a dagger. I mean, we could.
I'll try. I'll give it a
It's
shot.
not gonna.
I'll do it.
Ooh.
F in the chat for Rob.
Two people say rapiers.
Oh,
I'm
two
doing it the hard-
daggers.
I'm doing it the
Ooh.
hard way.
I guess you could use cleats when sparring on wet grass.
So
So
I have occasionally used cleats on grass because I
come into
almost-
the
sorry.
camera.
I
There you go.
almost overextended myself one day because I did a good old fashioned lunge and my leg kept going. I would say one of the issues with cleats is depending on how you're stepping, you might be running your toe into the toe of the shoe, and it can also add a little bit of a shock factor when you're stepping, and it's just
You get no
it makes
movement.
it makes you a little bit more unwieldy, I'd say, but it does have its pros. Yes, it's not
Someone said-
very demure and mindful.
Yep. Someone says wrestle. It ain't
Borrow
HEMA
this.
without ringing.
Oh,
I'm gonna use this one.
all right.
He is taking the dagger.
He's taking the dagger.
It looks like the next vote is for rapiers. Multiple people said rapiers.
Well, after Polearm and Dagger, we will do Rapier if we have them.
Could you take the phone for a minute?
Absolutely.
I am holding 3
love.
different things,
Oh, yikes.
and I'm umbrella gets heavy.
Happy now?
You've sent him to
Well,
his death.
at least somebody says it is impressive you're able to remember so many weapon facts while being held at sword point. So,
He's an impressive
put
guy.
Robin on your shoulders for mounted duel.
Oh, my umbrella is broken.
The sword mic was. Ooh! Are we in frame?
There we go. Got both of you.
Oh, thanks, honey. Yeah. Me. Okay. I thought they were shifting, so I was like, do we need to shift the camera so you can see them?
No, they came back in
Terrifying.
frame.
Yeah, they did. Hobbit versus elf. I don't know if we have anybody that's quite halfling size.
We need Haley here.
Mm.
She's the closest.
That's giving dwarf.
I mean, hypothetically, Dagger can win. The chances are not great. But it's not
Yes.
0.
I think one
Oh,
of the key.
uh,
Actually, exactly what I was about to say. Grabbing that polearm and using that distance against them.
Literally just stab him.
Literally.
Someone says throw the dagger.
Ah.
Like an old Mel Brooks movie.
Exactly.
Like, if he can get past that point, it's over for Polearm.
Oh.
And he did not.
We did
Got
not.
stabbed in the chest.
Happens to the best of us.
Judicial duel, Robin in a hole. Didn't we do that one time at Oktoberfest? That's how husbands and wives used to settle marital disputes.
Bring it back.
Guy in a hole, I think with one arm tied, and the wife circling him with something in a sock or something. I forgot what it was.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
I endorse it. See? There we go. A good old grab of that polearm, and then
We are
he's
not going to
stuck.
throw the dagger. Everything is wet. But thank you.
How did it go? Did it go well? Did you do good?
Did you do good? How did that feel?
Scary.
Scary.
Very scary.
You want to trade in suicide on the other side?
I need water.
Yeah, do you want the polearm? All right,
Any water?
water break.
Hydrate before you dihydrate, kids.
That is TSG's unofficial motto.
It really is. Because that is one of the cons. You are so beautifully geared up and looks amazing, but you are sweating like a sinner in church.
The longer you keep it on, the longer it just becomes part of you. Like Gamson and everything, I have definitely felt the feeling of you keep it on long enough, it just
Like the screw ball.
Become
part of the
one.
body at that point. Yeah.
Mm.
We'll have
Someone say, can Big Red hit a pose?
A pose.
what kind of pose?
I don't know. Oh,
Oh.
really?
What year is it?
It's 2016 again.
Yeah.
Someone says, hi, Trevor. It just says U and B, like the letter U and the letter B. I don't know. Where's Trevor?
Right. Hey,
Over there.
Trevor.
Okay, yeah. Someone says, hey, Trevor, like they know you. I don't know who it is.
Yeah, careful the dog bomb right there. Dog bomb.
Oh, yeah.
In addition to the difficult
It
terrain.
just says U and B, and there is no profile picture. Just, hey, Trevor.
Put yourself in low gear.
They like you. Yeah, UB. Who are you? Who are you? Big Red, do the worm.
I think we're gonna do the what?
Do the worm. No, there is a dog accident on the. Yeah.
We're gonna do some small sword versus rapier to kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Ah,
I've done
Um,
it before. It's fun.
it's fine. All right. So who are we going to have? All right. We have Carrie re-showing, and I believe Andrew. Fantastic.
someone said Mario got a fire flower. There was another one. Someone requested a 2v1, but one guy has 2 swords. I would guess the one has 2 swords.
I brought one side sword. I'll have to borrow another.
It's funny because Birch would normally suggest it.
Oh.
We did it at a demo a couple times.
And how's that gone?
So fighting multiple opponents is never a really good idea. You're probably going to die every single time. I hate to
Rip.
be the bummer there, but there are it's talked about in sources how to survive that and what methods to use, but typically speaking, it's not a good idea.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Someone also said 1v1v1 with
Damn.
daggers.
Damn.
Like a Spider-Man meme.
It is like a Spider-Man meme.
That's a dueling.
Those
People
are
keep
Newland
mentioning
words.
Mensur. Mensur.
Fencer is an academic fraternity style of fencing. It's basically done with goggles, and then, you know. So it's basically done wearing only goggles, and you've got a sword like this, and you basically stand, posture up on each other. Maybe I could. Oh, you're doing it, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna come to.
Yeah, come over.
Oh, I was gonna come to your side, and then we
Okay.
rotated.
So yeah, basically you stand. You stand. There.
Oh, are you asking me to be the
Yes.
opponent
Yes.
with
if you
my
could.
mic?
Yes. So you basically stand about this distance apart, and the objective
right.
is to basically whack at each other, trying to get that shot to the head without running away. You have to basically do it in measure, and you just boom, 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 and you just fence, and you try not to back out.
Sounds like a lot of head trauma.
Yeah,
It does.
and usually you end up with a lot of scars. doing that stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, some people find scars hot.
After they're healed.
After they're
He's
healed.
got a cool scar on his
Do you have a cool scar?
on his
I have a-
temple. Like it's a
Ooh.
little one, but it is pretty cool.
Very edgy of you. All
Like,
right.
one person said 1v1, but you choose your opponent's weapon. I like that
Daggers.
idea if like you don't
Daggers.
tell them what it is ahead of time. I kind of like that.
Hands. You know,
Ye old
Hands.
slap boxing.
You can
All
only
right.
Throw hands.
So we now have a small sword and a rapier. Small sword on Big Red and rapier on Carrie.
Is high ground actually useful? It was Ewan McGregor Day in Hollywood.
I'm not convinced that high ground is actually.
Did you say who's Ewan McGregor?
No,
It's not
I
on a
said.
dual-
Oh God!
God,
I
no,
was
I
about
know
to
who
say.
Ewan McGregor
Child, we were about to
is.
have a Star Wars
That's
marathon.
a beautiful man.
Whew, Ewan.
Yeah, I don't personally think in a dual context that high ground is very helpful. High ground in a like military, like a big old battlefield context is more useful because then you have to force them to march uphill to get to you, which is good. You want to tire them out before they get to you. So hopefully that'll work in your favor, especially if it's kind of muddy and now they kind of like have to fight their way up a muddy slope to get to you. That's great. But as far as a 1v1 dual context, I think you end up exposing your legs a lot more for not a whole lot of benefit.
Then potentially would low ground be slightly beneficial because you could get those leg hits.
That's kind of been my impression.
A nice Uno reverse.
We do have steps. We could like show this later.
Oh,
Someone mentioned chess fighting. We did that at Oktoberfest a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah.
We actually had chess, and if two pieces had to fight, it was with whatever weaponry they had.
as much
and
as
that was
it
really fun.
is your show, take half a step my direction so we can see Carrie.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Yep, Ewan McGregor,
Oh,
gorgeous man.
we've lost a tip.
Dip down.
Just
Well, we have like
the
8
tip.
sets of eyes.
I don't have glasses, but this is cool there.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, there we go.
Yay.
Tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
I like how it was just a chorus of just the tip.
We're just trying to keep it.
Safety is important, kids.
I love it.
There is never safe to 1, 2, 3 yellow cards.
Someone says everyone Robin fights has the high ground. Short joke, but you're not short.
We do have a lot of tall people here, though.
Yeah, to be fair, we haven't like extraordinary amount of tall people. Robin's not short though.
I'm like
Robin's
5'11".
like right around 6 feet.
5'11".
Small sword on red fencing vest, rapier on black fencing vest, and a bill in Rob's hands.
Oh, gee.
How tall? Let's see. Birch, are you your tallest? How tall are you? 6'3" for the taller surfer. Okay. Tall surfer is 6'2", also known as Trevor.
We do have a
Yeah, Rob
variety
is
of heights
just
here
barely
today,
under
though.
6 feet.
Being shorter than somebody when fencing is not fun.
No.
No.
Now, I'm shorter than everybody. I am 5'5". Very few people are shorter than me.
5'5" is actually, I think, the average height for a woman
It is,
in
yes.
America. Yeah.
5'11"
But
is average, man.
women are not the average in HEMA.
No,
That's the issue.
women are not.
I was doing the Belgian beer battle against Nate, and it was already top of the head. I was like, what the? What am I doing? I tried. I like leapt, and it must have looked so
Oh, the mic.
Thank you.
They want us to duel with Nerf pistols.
That's hilarious.
Do you have Nerf? I do have Nerf pistols.
Hey.
Let's go.
What was your thoughts on that fight? Go.
Once again, reach is everything. The biggest thing is Carrie is very fast with that tip. So if I could get him in a hello, you're over there. If I could get Carrie in a position where his tip was not online on me, I could walk in and do whatever I wanted. The fact that his sword is like substantially heavier than mine, like I can be faster with this, but his has a lot more weight to it. So if he's able to get a head start on me, it's real hard time pushing that off. So each side has advantages and disadvantages. So it ultimately comes down to skill at this point.
I feel like that really encourages me to keep a longer measure where I can use that fast thrust. I think this is the majority of my successful hits. Fast thrust, often with a provocation, so you're primed. Thrust is faster than you can parry, but you try to parry instead of try to counter. And so I could kind of bait that go because I know I have the advantage. My measure is longer than your measure.
Yeah, you had an excellent appel. So for the uninitiated, an appel is a fake step. So you do one and then lunge. That definitely got me.
Oh, and to interject on that point about how that reach difference afforded opportunities to basically prime the opponent before you ever reached. That is one of those universal constants in fencing because the same thing was happening with the polearms. You know, you had that 8 whatever inch advantage on the reach, so you had a ability to basically get those stamps to try to like prime my parry because I have to every thrust threat from you I have to regard as genuine because I don't have that luxury to gamble on it. I have to believe that they're real and respond accordingly. So when you have that reach difference, it's on the person who has the shorter reach to basically set up some way in which they can close that distance and then prepare and try to like work into their measure where they have a bit more advantage.
Any questions from the chat?
So they're kind of debating height. So I know when Queen's Gambit separated by height, it was 5'10", I believe. Under 5'10" were the short kings.
Yeah.
And over 5'10", I forgot what they called the taller people, but it was short kings versus.
Well, they didn't actually call it short kings. We all called it short
That
kings.
was like the unofficial, yeah. Yeah. So people are like putting their height in, but I think it was 5'10", where the cutoff was for shorter fencers.
Yeah,
and I think 5'8" or 5'9" is the average for men.
He's looking for the other messer.
Gnomes versus nice. Yeah.
We can do a cool experiment here.
I mean,
We love
there are some advantages to being shorter. But if you're going for a headshot, being short sucks.
So
coming around.
So what's the furthest distance you can hit me at?
Yes, thank you, Casey. Yeah, Rose Division and Crown Division.
So on the same, I guess with the extension, it starts to even out. But
let's see some hand snipes.
Yeah. What about hands? Yeah. So if we were targeting hands,
Oh, he has no gloves.
I could hit your hand there. But then for you, what was the max distance you could hit my hand at? It's that there. So then I end up being a little bit short on that. It's weird. It's hard to visualize though. It's something you can feel really strongly when there's a difference.
It's about stance as well.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, you can.
I have a bit wider with stance right now.
Yeah.
Keep yourself closer together, like you're waiting for something. You have very deceptive reach. I can get your hand from here.
Yeah.
But because all I need to do is reach out and take it.
If you both walk into each other.
Yeah, but
remember,
kids,
kids.
he knows a little my reach. I don't have anything else. I could like lunge and maybe get it, but I'm fully extended. So that's one of the benefits of those like withdrawn guards, right? Is that you still have distance. Yes. You can come back.
Also, remember, kids, don't practice hand shots when you're not wearing gloves.
And also, kids, don't do shots.
Don't do shots.
Yeah, two of them.
You don't do shots.
What are we doing next?
So Polymath says, Jesus fucking Christ, he's tall.
Yes, he's
for a tall server. Yes,
he's very tall.
He is 6'3". We were asking heights before. He is 6'3" versus Rob's 5'11" and a half or 5'11"-ish.
5'11"-ish.
Yeah. Remember, kids, don't play with blades. Yeah, just don't touch sharp objects until
Valid
you're an
point.
adult. Ever.
Valid
Maybe
point.
even don't then.
Someone said the sword is so shiny it's reflecting red pants.
Oh.
Wait,
Yes,
what?
don't do, not do.
It's
Don't do.
reflecting your
Don't.
Oh.
jacket.
Oh
Are
no,
his
no, the
pants?
sword's shine.
Yeah, the
Oh,
sword's
your
reflecting his red pants, I
trousers.
think.
Sorry, we also had Big Rat off frame.
They're very
Yep.
shiny nieces.
Yeah.
Nieces.
Someone mentioned a Japanese sai. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce it. S-A-I.
Does anyone have one? That's
We have a
very
katana and a
pretty
tachi.
close.
That's all we have for Asian weaponry here.
But they were
Oh, it's
saying
me.
a parrying dagger is pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, you're holding one.
Does anyone want to see like
Very
Dagger
similar.
alone?
Yeah, does anyone just want to see dagger? Do we
Just
have votes for daggers in the chat?
Who's messing with this? I am.
Well, while people are coming up with things, would you say that there's any benefits in having different backgrounds of like MMA or martial arts that might help or anything along those lines?
Absolutely yes. Is this-
I know
Someone
it's
said
kind of
you're
an obvious,
13
but
minutes
it's just
tall.
interesting
Yeah.
to talk about the
We
backgrounds.
will use
that
anything
people
but the metric
have.
system.
I had 13 bananas.
I know.
13
actually was
bananas
thinking
or
about you,
one Ryan
Carrie.
Reynolds.
Yeah,
Specific.
yeah, any sort of because there are fundamentals that are universal across all disciplines, like timing and distance and footwork, right? And that's knowing how to be in the right place at the right time at the right. Oh, I guess that is the right place. But yeah, knowing how to be in the right place at the right time is like 101 for combat arts. It's just that's it. It's like, hey, I'm close enough, I can hit him. Oh, but now he's like he takes that half step back, and now it's like, oh, I whiffed, I'm dead. Right? So misjudging that distance can be what wins the fight. It's that simple.
Another suggestion, starting a fight but with swords sheathed.
Ooh.
How would you go from the undrawing of it?
Forms based on that.
Ooh.
Do I know anything about that? Absolutely not.
Do you want to try it? Absolutely, because you started walking off like you were going to go get something.
I mean, I have.
Yes, and the long dagger, well, the long dagger is not a mic. There's a mic attached to
At
the end of it.
Yes. That would be really cool if they just came like this. This was Rob's idea.
It was my idea. I was
Someone's-
proud of that idea.
Someone said they're kind of fond of the old hook swords. Do you have any, or have
I
you
do
tried
not,
them?
but they are cool.
How do you transfer from foil to HEMA?
Just do
We
it.
have a lot
Yeah,
of like,
just do it.
yeah,
I would say small
Like,
sword.
well,
jumping at the deep end.
Yeah. Once again, it's those universal constants of timing and distance and footwork and
Yeah.
stuff. Like, just do it. If you have that background, just do it. You'll be better than like 80% of the people who are starting out fresh. I mean, you're coming in. You have a couple things to unlock. What usually trips people up at first is the idea that they can go like, I can step this way, and that kind of throws them for a loop for a little bit. But other than that, it's fine. Yeah, offline steps and offline steps scare them sometimes, but after that, it's
2D to 3D fighting.
And I mean, foil traditionally is the training
Mhm.
weapon for small sword, historically speaking. So pretty much all of that, except the rule set, translates to small sword in a sense. There you can do more with the small sword, including like hand parries and not only having to hit the torso. You can hit them in the well. That's ungentlemanly, but you can hit them in the face. Depends on who you're fencing like.
Yeah.
Fencing like McBain, pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Someone mentioned pocket sand earlier.
Pocket sand is a thing.
Use your environment.
We try not to do that to our fencing partners because sand in the eyes scratches corneas and stuff like that.
Ill will be generated.
You can't be too mean if you want to fight them later.
Exactly.
Someone has asked a couple times, what do you think about glaives?
Glaives are cool.
Popped up a few times.
They're like pole arms, but even cuttier. I mean, they are pole arms, but they're even cuttier.
That's an
Ooh.
Pole arms, but cutty. Yeah, they're just really cutty pole arms. Like it's a falchion on a stick. What more can you ask for?
I like this question. How much of HEMA is theory as opposed to experience or practice? That's a good question.
That's a-
Thank you,
that's a fun-
Sophie.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I got a lot of oofs from everybody else.
That was like a round of oofs.
I would say it is. There's a quote for this. What is it? I think is it Meyer, or was it? There was someone. Maybe.
Thank God.
I wish I could remember who specifically said it, but they said that theory without practice is worse than what is it?
Practice without theory?
Heart. Yeah. So, what was it? Heart without learning is worth more than learning without heart, or something like that, or learning without practice. So it was
I
like
like that.
you can bookworm all you want, but if you don't actually practice, somebody who knows nothing is going to whoop you.
That's important.
I like that.
But then, of course, practice and theory is better than all of the above.
Better to try all your options. And there's the mic. Oh God.
Oh no.
So like, so
You can
everybody
come in the
see
camera.
who it is, since everybody likes.
Tall.
Hi.
I feel so tall.
So
It's the only time you're
so
tall.
part of the sources that we read, they have plays and everything, and there's different ways to interpret them. And one, for instance, that I look into is the Marazzo's Opera Nova, and it's depending on where you're reading it, it can be hard to translate and hard to understand what you're reading. So often, myself and my teacher and other classmates, we will try to find ways to make the play better work. And sometimes they don't make sense at all. I don't know if you've ever run into that, Rob, where you read a play and it's like, I just can't know. Just no.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ambersh.
Oh, someone found the quote from Immanuel Kant.
Ah.
Experience without theory is blind, but theory without experience is mere intellectual play.
Aha! Thank you. That's it. That's the one I was looking for. Thank you.
Clutch.
Who said that?
Sophie gave us the quote. And they were the one who guessed Kant, when you were first talking about it.
Yes, thank you. That was good. That was excellent.
Thoughts on sellsword arts moving to Texas?
How could he? Texas is so hot and awful. More power to him.
miserable.
I would never. I don't know who chooses to move to Texas. Sorry to anybody who lives in Texas, but you're all. I don't.
It's so
you're
hot.
different.
Spin it to a compliment. Built different.
Build different, yeah. Someone asked, isn't there a treatise on small sword with a
probably.
lantern?
Perfect.
That hat
Okay,
will.
yeah, the hat cannot be in the rain.
I'm also.
You can be
going
on the
to.
umbrella.
It is really starting to come down now.
I'm gonna go grab an umbrella.
We're at
Here,
an hour.
You can hold this.
We're at about an hour and 11 minutes.
I'm also not stellar with my hair getting this.
Yeah, we're about an hour and 11 minutes. How are we all feeling energy-wise and rain-wise?
But we've definitely have some
We
people
have-
who haven't fought.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
people who haven't done anything yet.
Let them each
I think-
pick their weapon and let's see
So
what
we
matchups.
haven't done sword and buckler yet, which would be a good thing. And then I think,
there was requests for that.
yeah, let's do sword and buckler, and then let's start doing mixed until we tucker out. I was thinking about like an hour and a half for the stream, maybe. But if we're still feeling it, we could keep it going longer.
I mean, this is a big milestone too.
Oh, that could be fun, yeah. Oh yeah. Gotta go back at some point, but not yet. Sword and buckler up next. What? Yeah, we need to just get more fights going. We're standing around talking. Sword and buckler, let's go.
We got people with bucklers. Yay.
Yeah, people who haven't fought yet, go.
Hello.
Hello. People go fight. Yes, it will be available to watch afterwards.
It's on there.
You can see me fall over a couple times. This has not been going well for me.
No, the umbrella. Sorry.
What have
Trying
you
to switch
done?
hands.
I need to stop falling
Someone
over.
mentioned mace as well. If we had a safe one.
Yes.
Don't
Go
we have
fight!
a foam?
Go make fight!
Fight! Who's fighting? We got
Go
fancy
fight.
pants.
Go make fight.
Someone said we're here for your winter spirit, Robin.
Thank you. We're working
Do we
on
have
it.
people who fight overseas, European tournaments? Some of our people travel, right?
Sword and buckler coming up
Like people from like
soon.
the USA definitely do. Sure, they're usually
We're working
Yeah,
on it.
maybe not.
Getting
Rob's
geared
working
up.
on it.
We're moving
people if people travel overseas.
bit by bit.
Confident they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we
Sword and
got
buckler.
another super chat.
What was it?
Ambush fighting.
Ooh.
Robinsword sparring partners are the ambushers, armed to their liking.
Huh.
And Robin must defend himself with a rapier dagger. Repeat until Robin's victory.
Oh
Wow, I
no.
hate you.
Wow.
That is Robin St.
That
Pierre,
sounds
who's been
terrifying.
very active in the chat.
I mean, it sounds cool, but also terrifying.
We are recording locally. We're in North Carolina.
I mean, they paid for it, so I have to do it.
They paid $10 to make sure
So
we saw
ambush
that one.
fighting. What's the ambush? Like, how do we do the ambush?
It just says the ambushers are armed to their liking.
What is the?
You want a targe? I have two of them.
No, they said sword. I have to do it sword and dagger.
Sword and dagger.
Rapier dagger.
Yeah, rapier dagger. I have to do the ambush. I mean, that sounds kind of cool though.
That man is
I'll give
super
it a
dirty.
try.
I love this outfit.
I'll give it a try.
Like Kurt's black card or black patch.
Something like that.
Remember that?
Nosy, and I'm
gonna
gonna
fighting
grab this
multiple
back
people.
because I have my
Go for it.
Oh, wait, yeah, I kind
I
of
forgot I had it.
The problem is going to be drawing them with all the gear on. That's kind of hard. Also, the fact that the correct response to being ambushed is to probably run away. So, I mean,
Defend yourself until you find the window.
yeah. So we won't be on frame very long. It'll be ambush. I either die or I run away. It's going to be one or the other.
Moving camera time.
Yeah. No.
We can just give someone the phone and let them follow him around. a
So
little bit.
two very different approaches to that buckler here. We have one being used more extended to kind of close things generally, and the other one's being kept very close to close one specific quarter.
What sword is the man on the left wielding?
Someone with eyes. I don't have a shamshir.
Shamshir.
We have a shamshir. I just see a shiny metal thing. That's all I can see.
Robin is blind,
I fence without my glasses, yes.
which is a terrifying thought.
Imagine how good you'd be
With
if you could
contacts.
see.
That's what everybody says.
So I can actually like
Right?
get shots on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see half the time. There you go.
Yep. What do we have that's World War II? People are talking about World War II. Is it the gun with the bayonet or what?
What?
Is it? What's in the
I don't have
display
anything
case
that's World
inside?
War II.
What's
I have World War One swords.
Oh, World War One.
Yeah.
Okay, even further back.
Yeah.
You have a patent saber, right?
Before it was
I'm
called World War One?
borrowing a patent saber from Nate, and I have a a model. Shoot, what was it?
Yeah, so he fences
Model
without his
1887
glasses.
French infantry
Ooh.
officers,
A nice little hit.
made in 1903.
Someone said you're like Rock Lee, but with glasses,
Maybe
taking off
Who
the
knows?
weights.
I can see. I can
Terrifying.
fight.
Yeah. One day you need to show up just with contacts and just
Oh.
see what happens.
I'd be better at the thrusts, at dealing with the thrusts. I feel very damp.
It's cooling you off.
Yeah, it's nice and cool. It's like we're wet on the outside, but we're dry on the inside. JK,
Are we?
we're
He
not.
does not wear contacts. Nope. His glasses are nothing.
Lies. I am dry as a desert on the inside.
Rob, why don't you wear contacts? Do you have something against contacts? I forgot.
I've never been able to get them in my eyes.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's fair.
You should get those sports goggles.
I was gonna say one of the people in our Napoleonic group uses sports goggles.
I'd rather be blind than look like that.
Yeah. UB, I'm watching the chat, so if you have questions. It's kind of pick and choose.
Oh, there goes Lorraine again. Hey.
Yay!
It just keeps spitting on us. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably. I mean, we have plenty of umbrellas. Mortal Kombat style endurance round. One fighter versus the other fighters. Fighters on the team join after the one fighter defeats their teammate. Whoever can get to the most fighters in a row wins. Like a relay, yeah.
That's pretty good. That would keep it active. King of the Hill.
Someone said, imagining the spiritual pressure of a Rob who can see.
Exactly. I think the also
Oh.
with the relay is,
Oh.
Oh.
we would end up with different
Daggers.
We'd end up with different weapons against each other.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
Yeah,
These
we
are
have all
funky
sorts of
daggers.
mashups. Gotta
We have a guitar
move
over
my
there.
hair.
Little punch dagger.
Someone says if we can't decide what's next, just start fist fighting.
And then a rondelle. That was like
I was
a
holding up
hip
my
cut,
phone like I'm recording.
and then a wrist hit of
Yep.
some sort.
No contacts. Nope.
No context.
Not for Rob.
Yeah, I get ambushed after this.
Yep. Super chat says ambush Rob. So we
I
do
get
it.
ambushed.
Reminder, you can support the channel by hitting that little $sign right beside the chat.
Yeah,
Give
that.
us a super chat and
Yeah, if you
I don't
want, if you want me to do it more than one time, you have to keep donating.
I don't know, do you want to say that if they do a super chat, we will do it?
That's kind of the way we've been doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, within reason, of course.
Yeah,
Within reason.
we're not. Oof.
In terms of player speak, you probably don't want to.
Yeah. Within reason, yes, we will make a good effort to match the super things, super thanks, comments, and things and such.
Yes, Robin St. Pierre, we saw your comment, so we were going to ambush Rob.
Yeah, I get ambushed next.
You paid for it. We're going to do it.
This is gonna. I'm just gonna die a lot. It's gonna be so bad.
Who is there fighting? We have a number of people from our group that came out. We have 1, 2, 3,
Very
4,
good
5,
fighting.
6, 7. We
Huzzah!
have 8 fighters
Now I have to
here
go get-
currently.
Who wants to? Here you go. You're the
Thank you.
You're the mic person.
The ambush begins.
The
Yeah,
glove
you do. You do need gloves.
situation.
Because I've got the wrist guard things on.
Oh.
Oh, those, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with these ones, I guess. But I don't like these
Why have you chosen these ones?
because I can put. Because I love my mittens, but they don't fit in a rapier.
They do not.
Here's my other one.
No one else was on camera.
Oh.
So I was like, this feels weird. We're waiting.
Space.
Yay!
Yes. Visual interest.
Yep. I was like, they're just looking at grass.
Okay, can I?
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Good for.
Do I have to start with them stowed? Because I don't think I think I'm gonna die before I get these gloves into them. I can try it once stowed. How about that?
Alice says, "Congrats on 500." Yep, he is getting ambushed.
So
And he cannot
how
see.
are
No.
we doing this
Yeah.
ambush? Where are people ambushing from?
So, yeah, Rob, visually, do you want to be closer to the camera or further away? Because we should do it on like on a diagonal, so people can see.
Because this is about to be a lot of people and a lot of movement.
I think with him cornered makes more sense if he's going to be getting ambushed.
Ooh.
And someone else mentioned him against the fence. They were doing like a spear wall kind of or shield wall kind of thing.
Someone want to take that other side?
Do we need to adjust this at all or no?
No, I think I can.
Okay.
I can move it
I'm gonna need
if.
room to run away.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want to be
He doesn't
like
want to be
trapped?
cornered.
You could run past the tree.
Maybe we can pull camera back like over there and do it.
Yeah, we can pull it back. All right, let me see. We're walking.
We're walking.
We're walking. I'm trying not to get the fire pit in the. There's a huge fire pit here. All right, you know what? A little bit of fire pit. It'll be fine. That is not even ground. Oh my god.
Okay. That gives us more room to play with.
Ambush, ambush. I don't know if he can climb up a tree. Oh, Argentina.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
I'm friends from Argentina. Someone could have snuck up. Yeah. They can just go around the tree.
I am
Um,
going to quickly move this.
Oh, Lance, I'm excited for you.
obstacle.
I'll tell you what, give me the shorter polearm. This is gonna just kill you.
Red Telly, a tall surfer, Ryan Reynolds.
There we go.
All right.
Capping glasses guy, Robin, the ladies.
How are we structuring this?
So yeah, what's your escape?
Someone said that you should hide in ambush to get away. No? You don't like that joke?
Over there. I can fight my way through
Oh
Let's
no,
see
Rob
how
is going
quickly-
to die.
Rob will die.
Oh, I didn't realize that was on frame. All right, so no one's like behind Rob, but there are people.
Wait, is it 4 people? You're fighting for.
Wait, hold on.
Why-
Okay.
Was it?
Hold on, I need to find Red Telly. There we go. Oh, I can't get everybody. I'm just gonna focus on Rob.
Yes.
There's 2 people on this side, and then there are multiple people on this side
Oh.
trying to get in frame.
I mean, you guys, that's the direction I have come.
Most of the pole
We
arms
lied. They're all
come
going
from
to
Descendant
one
Armory.
side.
They're in Asheville, North Carolina.
Mm.
They're amazing.
Well, we have had a shift where they're all coming from that
Oh,
side.
okay.
But
Let's,
I do foresee Rob running, so we might be an okay setup.
I almost feel bad. Don't feel bad. All right.
Oh, I like the stealthy.
Hold on. I want to show off the stealthy on camera so people can see.
They're so sneaky.
And then I got to put you back on frame. All right. So, Rob, you are the very end of the frame. Let's see how long you stay.
Can Rob even withdraw?
Yeah.
his sword?
How is Rob going to die here? That's all I want to know.
That's the important questions.
Yeah. We got to root for
Here
Rob.
comes
Oh,
a
no.
Rob.
Da, 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 da.
What a lovely bush.
What a lovely bush. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Rob is using.
Hey.
He used the fire pit.
Nope. Use your environment to your advantage.
I got you running right in front of the camera, though. That was nice. Kind of followed you along. How far are you going? Jesus Christ. What a lovely bush to hide in. The super chat also said, remember, repeat the scenario until Rob's victory And the ambushers are armed to their liking, which I think
believe
is what we're doing.
They
But
are armed to their liking.
Looks like they're liking it a lot.
They're liking
They're
the.
liking it.
Yeah.
all right, yeah, we're gonna subtract 1 ambusher each time. See, what do we start out with? 5, 4?
We started off with
Start
4.
off with 4.
All right.
Over here.
Here he comes. It's a beautiful day.
I'm gonna try to keep track of the chat.
That's a lovely bush to ambush somebody from.
Huh? Crazy.
Oh, no, wait.
Hey. Oh, difficult terrain has taken out Carrie.
I cannot believe this.
I know. Ooh.
All right, we are down to 2.
Down to 2.
We would subtract Carrie.
Jump kick off the tree. He would win if he could see.
Carrie has placed himself in the bush. Rob has a punctured lung.
Here I am. Coming to the...
That's the big scary polearm.
Scary polearm.
Dagger, please.
Unfortunately, Rob is having technical difficulties.
Oh no.
Just the polearm.
Do you have that problem often?
You know,
Happens to the best of them. There's medicine for
does.
that.
There is. Nothing to be ashamed about.
All right, now it is Rob versus Tall Surfer, who is 1 Ryan Reynolds tall.
The tallest.
Sorry. Wait, was it tallest or taller?
Oh, it might have been
Because you're
taller.
Tall Surfer. I think he was taller.
Taller surfer.
That-
You happen to have any coin? Coin.
No! Oh no!
Ooh, Uno reverse.
Please tell me the camera's picking up the audio.
Terrifying.
I hope it's picking up. Can y'all hear Rob and
Sorry.
Taller Surfer? Yeah, I'm trying to follow you with the camera, which is a little difficult. Hide in the hammock, like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, there.
Try spinning. I can hear Overture to the Sun in my mind.
Oh.
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't get that one. Hear him a bit, just a little. Did he just say
we
you
could-
killed my mom?
We
Did
have
someone say that?
2 mics. We could mic them up for a round.
We could do
That would be much better than what we've been doing.
Capulets versus Montagues.
Oh.
How's your Shakespearean improv?
Terrible. All right,
Just
cool.
bite your thumb.
So it's too big. I guess.
So it sounds like we should mic them up and we'll just have a full-on out little...
I like that because the commentary is really.
Yeah.
Without the commentary, it loses something.
We're gonna work on our acting.
All right.
All right.
Do we want to do different mashup
Yeah,
or?
we're doing Renaissance Street Fight.
Excellent.
That's
Can I borrow another side sword?
There's one on the fence.
Gonna make them
Is
up.
this like
I believe
Yeah, yeah.
Rob has one in
Yeah.
his hand, so that is a warning. You are probably
Okay.
adding some fascinating noises.
It's like the dogs. Wait, I have. All right. So is it just you versus
no,
one
it's,
person?
it's a
or-
gang fight.
Oh, it's gang fight. Okay, so you and
Oh, are you putting it inside your helmet?
Where
yeah,
else?
there's a little spot he can like
That's
clip it on like the
Oh.
chin protection.
This is not working out great.
All right, keep it up with chat. No, he's really sweaty. That's not the rain.
It is a dash of rain, but it is also sweat.
Yeah.
It's very hard to get this to clip inside the mask.
Let's see if I can show you guys all of our fighters here.
The mask
This
just
is
hit
our-
on it.
Damn.
Backyard is just full of fighters. The neighbors are like, oh god, they're doing it again.
I don't think it's just loose in it's just loose in there. I don't think this is good. This is not gonna work out.
Alas.
I don't really do continuous. Well, at competition, we do 90-second straight sparring where we do not.
I mean, you could just
we only stop for
unplug
safeties.
the mic and just let it use native audio, or native mic. It'll pick up better.
Put somebody with the mic and put a helmet on them so they can walk around.
I just mean,
I will do whatever-
We can just unplug that and then let the phone just pick up with its directional mic.
That could work. For one,
Just
for the
unplug
bout.
Yeah,
thing
let's
for-
try for one. Okay, we're gonna unplug. I'll get to look at
The mini
my
mics.
ugly mug for a bit.
A
I'm afraid
beautiful woman. I I don't want to hear that.
Ugly mug. Excuse me.
No.
All right.
Who's on your
All right.
All right.
So let's hear.
We have a request from Mama Swords.
What?
4v4.
That's what we're doing.
That's what
Oh,
we're
that's what
doing.
right now? I thought it was you versus them again.
It's a game
Okay.
fight.
Okay.
Gang fight.
All right, Mama Swords, you got it. Wait. All right. So we don't have the little mics anymore.
Just gonna.
It is a sword fest. It's a bunch of men. It's always a sword fight or sword fest. Backyard wrestling has evolved. It has. War. We do not own a scimitar, nor do I don't think we know anyone who owns a scimitar. So probably not. If you know of anyone who has a scimitar, have them reach out to robinswords.
Are we gonna do this like, you know, what? How are you picking your teams?
Dodgeball rules.
I was about to say dodgeball rules.
2 captains.
All right, who are the captains? All right, we have Birch and Rob. Pick your teams.
Noodles.
Noodles.
Since you want to be in my team so bad,
Come on, Ian.
Hug the homies.
Yeah, I'm right here. You're right here.
Yeah, this is just wholesome fun. We just got together to play with swords. I love them so much.
Lord knows we all came from. We've got.
Oh yeah, we have gang leaders. We don't have captains. We have gang leaders. Airsoft in HEMA.
Oh, dangerous.
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
I'm betting. Tell it, baby.
Someone's already placed a vote on Telebaby. Telebaby's team has
I
to win.
think your nickname has.
They just don't want to type out
evolved from
Teletubby
Big
Baby,
Red
so
to
Telebaby.
Telebaby.
Is this off? Do I need to turn this off?
So, real talk, how are we filming this?
That's a diff.
Yep. So
I mean,
I
I
would
think
say
just-
place yourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, and like try to like keep the actual fighting here. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of space,
you want me
but
to
like
move
coming from
any of
opposite
this?
ends,
Yeah, we're coming from opposite ends.
probably. I mean, the fire pit's here, so y'all can't see the fire pit. Can I move the fire pit? No, I cannot. Nope, that's not a thing. Dudes being dudes. Yep. I mean, we could be like we also do it. We could be fighting. We want it to look cute, so no. Carry this. Nice tap. My tap. Oh, there you go. I do have a big backyard, yeah. It's a lot of space. No, heal blood versus grips. No.
1 second.
Blue and white shirt and red shirt need to fight. Okay, we can do that. Hey Yank. We are ready for Ren Fair. We don't know what week we're going, but we'd love to see you again.
Run fair. All right. Who is who?
All right, we got to.
We're the Montagues.
The Montagues.
Who are the other ones, I guess?
Capulets.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, we're going old school Romeo and Juliet. Montagues versus Capulets. Let's hope we have better survival rates than Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah.
3 days. Elderberries.
How could you have possibly known? I was with her last night.
Oh!
Whoa!
Oh, 4v2. Oh. Oh, that was not a fair fight. Woo!
I thought there was more Jess over there.
So, Montagues did not lose a single member.
Wow, look at this.
Let's see. Do we want to do any switching? We sticking with the same gangs. One more. All right. Yeah, Telebaby was the last one.
What? Whoa, that's not good at all. I'm so offended by that joke that I have to kill you now.
We're seeing a good variety of weapons versus each other today.
Protect me.
Oh no! Robin's down!
Look me, it's a 1v1.
Whoa! We got some cool distance here with the longsword. Oh.
That's hard to deal with.
That
Wait, so who was our
definitely-
last? I missed the end. Was it Telebaby or Trevor?
It was Crabman. Trevor
Crabman.
himself.
All right, Montagues with the last survivor. No,
That was an
Telebaby.
interesting distance play with regards to longsword versus basket hill broadsword.
Yeah, that was
Mm-hmm.
This is not meant to parry a longsword.
No.
Sharks versus Jets. I like that.
All right.
Alright, do we want to like switch captains?
Or teams.
Do like a 2-and-2 switch. Switch half your team. Let's see.
Oh. Are we switching anybody else?
Oh.
Oh. Switching captains.
Why is my chat not showing? What is happening? There we go.
Oh, good. That's useful.
Hayfields versus McCoys.
Helmets are important.
Someone said, I'm distraught. Telebaby lost.
Oh.
We're here for Telebaby.
I will avenge myself.
Yes.
Alright.
Do we need water? Y'all are kind of lagging.
Yeah. Capulets. Vegas for
The other
capital
team,
of the
ready?
best.
Fights to the death is our debates. Oh god, are they in frame? I don't even know. Oh, Robin's out.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a roll.
That was a
On purpose?
goodness
Was
scary.
that on purpose?
I was like, I thought I could just stop him right in the head. And then I did.
Telebaby won! Yay!
We are.
It is not a cult
answering.
meeting.
No.
Chat gave you the power to surpass. Chat did give them the power.
And we also had.
Sword.
I think
The
there was a
best
request earlier to see somebody with 2 swords against
One?
1 and 1, and I think we just had that.
Yeah,
oh
I think
no,
so,
Carrie,
yeah.
you also have 2 swords.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was an interesting occurrence as well.
First, whatever you were doing. Yeah,
All right, so one person wants blue and white shirt against red shirt, or red jacket. Your dad wants 3 minutes of nonstop fighting.
Oh.
I don't know where 3 minutes came from.
Okay. I'm not on duty today, I'll do that. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Hey, we do
Well,
have
we'll
this
do
for
their
you.
fight
Hey,
first, and then we'll hit the 3-minute one.
Yeah, let Rob have some water for a minute.
Yes, hydrate.
Yeah.
All right,
Step
let's.
over here.
All right.
Ugh.
Oh, oh, they're a little bit. Oh, he's just getting water. Are we?
Please tell me the mic was on. Okay, good.
It's not legal. We're not taking bets.
Oh, just a bunch of more people that's for reasons.
Telebaby's victory will go down in history.
Hey, there's a joke there, but it's been had. It's okay.
All right, so you guys are nice in frame. You can back up quite a bit if you need to. But you guys are good.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Damn it.
taken out by a tree
I was
limb.
gonna smack my mask down and it was gonna look cool and okay. About like a 30-second period in the other person. This might well be a lot.
I don't know. We are sword fighting. Pretty modern. What? All the sounds.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Also, you're not on mic anymore, so you know, it's only picking up if you're listening to the.
Oh yeah, I think I'm close enough.
Mmm. That was a fun little twirly feint there. Little moulinet. I've talked about that before. The applications of moulinets. Misdirect your opponent.
Thought we could only bet on like approved places. I didn't think all betting was illegal. I thought it was just within like the education lottery kind
I
of.
believe North Carolina has actually changed some of their rules recently with regards to sports betting, but I could be wrong.
That was the big thing because all the ads came in for like
Yes.
fantasy football. Yeah. But I don't know if this counts as illegal betting. We're just in the backyard with swords.
Right?
That,
Mmm.
that seems illegal.
Whoa!
That was nice.
That was a good hit.
That snuck over the top.
Sword betting.
Not illegal sword betting. Not in my good Christian neighborhood.
something to do.
Ugh.
Someone wants to know if anyone's done boo hurt.
I haven't.
If Colt had shown up, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll have some do that.
Mama Sword says 3 minutes for everyone. Nobody dies for a break.
Ooh.
3 minutes for everybody?
I think she wants
Robin is
everybody
not
to fight.
currently on the screen. He's taking a little water break. Want to pop your head in? Yes. HEMA is sport fencing.
What?
Not sport fencing. HEMA is a sport, is what somebody said.
It's
not-
complicated.
Yeah.
I got like 3 more. 3 more? I'm getting tired.
Ah, yes.
There are sportive elements to HEMA, and there are non-sportive elements to HEMA.
Someone asked, maybe an odd question, but for Longsword, what are your general approaches to force a bind? Or is it something not heavily focused on?
Just chop them.
Yeah, just chop them. Like, they're like, if you want to force a bind, give them something that they have to parry. That's the easiest way to force a bind, right?
Someone named Sir Prime
Am I
is
up?
in the
That's it.
process of starting
Oh,
their
no,
own
I was-
Boo Hurt team in Sweden.
Oh.
He
And-
said give them something to bind on, so.
And someone says they were hoping to see some Bonetti's defense.
Oh, God.
I don't know what that means, but someone just said, oh God, off camera. So, you know,
Princess Bride reference.
it's a...
Princess Bride reference.
Oh, Princess. Okay. Can you use a Schiavona for broadsword, or would having the finger over the guard be an unfair advantage?
How does a 3-minute fight work? And am I fighting one person for 3? Like that? I assume I'm
It
fighting.
seems to be everyone fighting for 3 minutes.
Wait, excuse me?
Huh?
That's where. Hold on, I gotta go back. 3 minutes for everyone. Nobody dies for a break. And then her first comment. It just says Papa Swords says let them go at it for 3 minutes nonstop. Mama Swords, who'd you mean?
I don't know.
Because 2 of our fighters are very out of breath right now. They walked it off.
To clarify on the Schiavona thing, they're both baskets. So, wait, what was the entire question?
Oh wait. What?
Is it-
Can you use a Schiavona for broadsword, or would having the finger over the guard be an unfair advantage?
As far as I'm aware, Schiavona is most of, like, pretty much all of the baskets at the bottom. So even if your finger is over the guard under it, is there a crossbar in there? I don't remember. Either way, Schiavona will work for broadsword techniques. They're pretty interchangeable. The curve makes things a little weird for some point work with the broadsword, but it'll work. Broadswords are cool.
Someone says good job to red shirt.
All right. So we are now shifted more this way. Do we want to shift the camera, or do we want to shift the people?
Yeah, I can move the camera if you need to.
I think they've shifted themselves.
Yank, I love that. Boo Hurt's fun. I mean, it's fun to watch. I've never done it, but it is fun to watch.
All right.
All right. So, Rob, you're kind of, I mean, there's a little bit of space behind you if you need to step back, but you're kind of
I can see the smear of my red pants.
the smear of your red pants, yes.
All right. So how are we doing this?
So I'm going to be fighting 3 minutes straight,
All right.
and then we're going to be swapping, like, basically every exchange.
All right.
Do you want to have a timer? Oh, you got it.
I already have it pulled up. So Rob's going to be fighting for 3 minutes, and we're going to do exchanges, just in case chat couldn't hear that.
Dog is fine. Dog is locked up inside, so she can stop a fight. Dog will make a reappearance at some point.
All right. Whenever y'all look ready.
Yeah. All right, so we got a clarification. Just continue to fight for multiple minutes regardless of if you get hit.
Yeah.
So just, yeah.
All right. So good old continuous
I'm
fighting.
just making sure she knows I'm reading her comments.
Perfect.
4 swords versus 1 dog. What do you have against my dog?
All right. Who's up against Rob first?
Are we just going in a line?
All right. When you're ready, fight. Three minutes is a solid amount of time. That is actually double what we typically do in tournaments, because it's 90 seconds, I think.
Yep, 90 seconds for Raleigh Open. So this
Yeah.
will be the longest he's fought in a while, probably.
for 3 minutes.
He is always right.
I'm king for 3 minutes.
This is a class system. There is no social mobility.
So what we're doing is when Rob effectively gets the other person out, they're going to switch in.
So they only have to fight for like 15 seconds.
Yes.
Oh, it's Rob's stream. So he gets to fight.
Ooh. There's something to be said for continuous fighting. It is enjoyable to watch and really pushes endurance.
Someone said, "Who's winning?" We are, like the
We-
chat. The chat is winning. You get to watch 8 people
So
fight.
this is us just under 2 minutes
Oh,
now.
oh, off screen.
Ooh.
That was a double.
That was a double.
I don't know if it was in frame.
the very last bit was not in frame.
Nice. Wonder.
Try to adjust a little bit.
Halfway through the 3 minutes. Ooh. Trevor is
Trevor with
trying
the
his
stomps.
fancy feet. Yes.
Yeah, Trevor's got the fancy footwork.
Doubled again.
Yeah. I think it was all touchy.
It was on screen.
All right. 15 seconds. I think this might be the last bout. Oh, we have 5 seconds. Let's get Trevor in and see
One
if
more.
they can.
Come on, Trevor.
Oh!
Let's see how this ends.
Oh!
Neither one wants to give up.
You're next. So dead.
Yes, both very dead.
Both
I
very
think
dead,
that
yeah.
might be another fun little draw. And that was that.
Woo! Yeah, Marcus, the stream's been going for hour and 45 minutes.
Okay.
The continuous fighting was 3 minutes, and they meant 4v4, but no one drops out.
Oh.
So we put you through
Because-
more than you needed to.
Oh, 4v4?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, we can do that.
but no one drops out. Yeah.
Okay.
So whereas earlier people were dying, and that's for
good.
3 continuous minutes?
Yeah,
All
3
right.
minutes, 4v4.
4 minutes, 3 minutes, 4v4, no dropouts.
Red shirt is good at this. We have good fighters.
Yes.
Someone said Robin is like John Wick, but Middle Ages. You are a fan favorite. All right, I think we do need a bit of a break. Any questions that we can talk for a few minutes?
I mean, I
people
can,
can-
they don't.
Yeah,
They can do something else.
Yeah. We have plenty of other
Yeah.
people to fight.
He is suffering for your entertainment, but you know, he's making money. Remember, engagement is engagement. Make sure you have liked and subscribed and chat. You can super chat by hitting the little $sign. All right, so what mashup do we have this time? What are we doing?
Longsword.
Longsword and longsword? Just longsword. All right, we're back to
Longsword.
longsword fighting.
And also longsword.
Tree branch versus sword or polearm. That's been the whole stream.
That has been.
We made it long.
The
Oh.
poor
pretty
tree
cool.
is getting bludgeoning and slashing damage.
Someone said
Somebody
the
tell me
the
what
blue
it's
shirt with red
Exactly.
stripes and red gloves against red shirt.
Okay, blue shirt
All right, so red.
with
I'm
red
guessing your
stripe
red
would
gloves.
Blue shirt, red stripes.
is Rob.
Yeah.
Are you saying
Okay.
2v1?
So it looks like they want them two against you.
That does not sound like a fair No,
Well,
it doesn't. I have a
Let's
feeling
get through this one long sword so we can give
Um,
Rob a little break first.
Yeah. Actually, we have. Sorry, someone asked if there's mostly longsworders out today. We have quite the range
A variety.
of weapon here. Are we the baddies?
But his 7 part.
That's not a super chat, Robin St. Pierre. We don't have to. Whew.
Wait, what?
They requested something else equally hellish, and I said it's not a super chat. We don't have to do it.
1v7.
Oh.
I believe in him.
Rob, you want to jump straight to Black Patch?
Are we the baddies?
Shall I cue the Doom music?
Oh, excuse me for a second. I gotta put on some armor.
here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Yeah, put on armor. That might make things interesting.
Ooh,
I don't know if you want to do armor with the weather.
the weather.
I mean,
It's a risk.
HEMA ASMIR.
To be fair, I don't really feel like cleaning all of the rust off of it later.
That's
That's
valid.
true. All right, so we got longsword, v longsword. Y'all want a more longsword?
yes.
All right, whenever y'all are ready, we got
Lay
Arm
on,
frame.
as they say in yes.
lay on. The tree, the tree, not my beautiful tree. Oh, they gave a super chat. Robin gave a super chat
For the ambush.
for the ambush. Yeah,
Gee, I'm not putting my armor on.
Robin gets ambushed by his 7 sparring partners, and he has to stand his ground.
Oh,
No running.
But it's a super chat.
what?
What?
Can I have my Montante?
Oh, yeah, Robin St. Pierre. Can he use his Montante?
I can't. I wish.
Oh, nice.
That would be not fair.
Yeah, Montante against 7. I like that
I mean,
idea.
it doesn't. It ups my odds, but the Montante's not safe.
You could always use a dual hook or something like that.
I don't know about that no hook though. It's so floppy that.
Ooh, that is crazy.
That's still a little rat. That's still rat that got me the shoulder.
Oh, someone just joined Tall Flutter's flock.
Aw, thank you. That's
Thank you, I attack you. I feel like you're on the right channel here.
Yes.
Alright. They said he gets ambushed on the battlefield, so his assailants are armed to their liking.
Ooh.
So I guess you could also have a weapon that you would conceivably have on the battlefield. I like the idea of Montante versus them, because then there'll be more.
But it's not. It's the Montante's not safe.
Oh.
I can't.
Yeah.
I have an idea. I can put on my armor.
We have been putting Robin to work today. Yep.
We
I
have.
can put on my armor and try that.
Alice says you're getting put to work. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Show the camera your hair right now. Don't touch it.
Damn.
Don't touch it. It's. I don't know what this is right here.
He's doing his best.
It's the bird's nest. It's Robin.
It is. Aww. That's cute.
I Attack You just found your stuff. Says your content is so educational and comfy.
Oh,
They're
thank
happy
you.
to support.
I'll put on the armor. I'll do that. Put on armor.
Put on some armor.
Yeah, I'll put on some armor. I have an idea. There's one way I'm considering doing this. That might work out for me. Maybe.
Someone
Might.
said they had a Franco-Belgium today.
Yes,
How do you
won't,
feel
but-
about doing fetch school rules? Only flat, no thrust, and no hits to the hands.
I'll do one more.
That's fun. I like that. It's a fun rule set. I've done it before.
Is that what we
but
do
it's-
for the
but it's-
Franco-Belgian?
It doesn't necessarily have to be only flat. It doesn't necessarily. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be only flat. If we're thinking of effectual context where we have fetters that aren't actually like fully sharp swords or anything, you can still use the edge.
Gotta like bap it out at the end.
Bap it out.
Do we have more requests from the chat? Any other mashups we want to see while Rob takes a little break?
Yeah, I'll grab Andrew and get my armor.
Heck
We're,
yeah.
gonna do some armor fighting. in
But
a
we
bit.
need more fights while I work.
Yes, so while he
Say-
gets on his armor, who's up?
Oh yeah, who did win? I didn't.
Hey, who's doing what shit?
Did you win? Or did Trevor win?
Trevor probably won. I'm tired. as
Hi.
hell.
Telebaby says Trevor won.
Andrew, you know how the armor works.
Do we have broadswords?
All right. So what are
I have one.
what do we
Okay,
have?
we only
going
have
on
one
right
broadsword.
now?
The concept of this is this man has a sword and dagger and I have sword alone. We're gonna figure out both the good things that he has and also the good things I still have, just sword alone.
Fantastic.
1 versus 2.
We'll explain it after we're done.
We've got some different pole arms, bill hooks. Tall guy versus telebaby.
What did you say?
tall guy versus telebaby.
We just
We need
had
to clarify tall
Which
guy. We have a
tall
couple
guy?
tall guys.
Yeah.
Polearm battle. I think we had polearm versus polearm
Mm,
because they were very floppy and the jokes abounded.
they did.
It's too easy.
Ooh,
There's so many leaves.
there are so many
It's
leaves.
just-
The fedora is making my head very warm. Or not fedora. What is this? A turnip grass.
It's not a fedora though.
No, it's not a fedora.
Bring it back to
I think
bowler
he'll
hat.
kill me if I call it that. Ugh, it's making my head very warm though, so I'm going to place it inside where it is safe.
Okay, they want Birch versus telebaby.
Oh.
Birch v Andrew. Well, Andrew is about to put on armor, so
No, he really did.
Andrew has ended up being in a bunch of fights. We're gonna give him a joke, or we're gonna give him a break. I saw the word joke. Shadow Gunslinger. We wouldn't use a katana in HEMA because HEMA stands for Historical European Martial Arts. So there are other schools, like there's HEMA, which is Historical African Martial Arts. I guess it could be the same acronym if there's Historical Asian Martial Arts. I don't actually know. But we just focus on European weapons. Yep, floppy jokes aplenty. We do have a katana and a tachi. Swim Blink, if you go to HEMA Alliance, you can find out if there's a HEMA group near you. You just put in your location, it'll tell you. Now it's kind of hit or miss depending on where you are. We do have some sabers. We don't have a spadroon. We have one broadsword. I don't know if we've used it yet today. Who's Breadfather? Who is that? No, katana are not very European. Andrew is the belle of the ball. Would a big sword like Guts' sword from Berserk work in real life? That thing is massive.
That thing's ridiculous.
I mean,
the physical strength you
should-
have to have.
yeah, and just,
I feel like the endurance also required for something like that is...
yeah, it's just so ungainly. Like even with the Montante, is limits to even how big that is. Love it. Love Guts. Love the whole franchise until the third one that got weird. Got real weird. But I don't think about real life.
All right. You want to come
Yeah,
over
it's
and tell
just-
us a little bit
it's
of what
getting
happened?
Yeah.
Come on
Come
over.
on.
So, you would think, and it happened quite a bit actually, where sword and a paired weapon is going to usually be better against sword alone. But there's a lot of times where I can focus more. It's just having one thing in my hand, which is why I was able to land a couple wider hits, such as to the leg, to the arm, etc. So yeah, that's my piece on it. I myself prefer one-handed over hand and paired. What'd you see, Blake?
I think two weapons is cooler,
Yes.
but it's really easy to overthink.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's easy to get tied up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, go take a break.
Go
Yeah.
take a break.
You said there's
Yeah.
water?
Yes, there's water inside. If you need a caffeine boost, we have sodas inside as well. All right, they're gonna go take a little break. Back to your gorgeous hosts.
Yes. We'll see if we can rope
Here.
anyone else who might be kicking
Yeah.
about the backyard
Um,
into fighting some more. Hair is getting progressively. As you can tell, it's humid here.
very humid. My curls just
Both
do their
of
own
us
thing.
are
Oh my
just,
God.
our hair is slowly
Yep.
getting bigger. Do we
Yeah,
have...
I think if Guts existed in real life, Guts would be able to wield his own sword in real life. But Guts is anime protagonist.
Yes.
A half-hour drive isn't bad. We have about, I think it's like a 45-minute drive to get to Raleigh, which is the capital of North Carolina. So a bunch of people just came out to our house this time.
Yeah.
They had to drive for once.
Do we have any other two folks who'd like to fight some more, or are we all taking a moment?
Someone said would like to see blue and red shirt, so I'm guessing that's Rob, with a broadsword against opponent of his choice. All right, everyone's kind of taking a break at the same time. I love stupid semantics question. Are you kidding me?
They're fun.
Yes, absolutely. I'm an English teacher. I love semantics. Ooh. Ooh.
I think we have.
Where does the E in HEMA end?
Never.
They mean
Like
geographically.
how far? Yeah, how far
much,
into Europe?
How European is your is HEMA.
Maybe everything's actually Asia that's connected by a landmass.
You're not wrong.
What if
Yeah.
That's valid.
everything is
I
Asia?
feel like that might
Because there
be-
is a big, I mean, especially historically talking about Western European versus Eastern
Yes.
European. Oh,
That is an interesting one.
Goodbye,
I
y'all.
don't know. Are you
Ah.
leaving? Thank you, Trevor. Tall Surfer is leaving.
Tall Surfer is leaving.
Yep. Yeah, they've
And we
been here
have-
about 2 hours.
2 folks gearing up right now
Oh, me.
to get ready to fight.
Yes, you can. Oh, hold on. Not you. What was your request? I don't remember. I'm sorry. Don't worry about not being strong enough. Now, first few classes, your
Oh.
shoulders will be sore, and you use muscles that you're not expecting to use. But
I'd also
I am.
say your legs.
Yes, legs, especially like you're doing lunges and you're doing different things. But I wouldn't worry. I am not particularly strong.
Ooh, I'm
I have
definitely
no
not.
upper body strength really.
Yeah.
But
I
I
will-
can still wield a sword.
I think one of the interesting differences for men versus women with HEMA is, in my experience, the women have a better time with the legs because of that lower sitting position. Your thighs are a little bit more capable of it, whereas men have an easier time with their arms. Personally,
You
Literally
could be a stick figure.
Did you not see Trevor? Oh, are you two?
Trevor
ready?
is gangly,
All right.
but he is.
So we
he's got the
have
fancy footwork.
dagger and dagger.
Ooh, top 5.
Perfect. We're gonna have a dagger and dagger. We do have a trans woman in our group actually. And here's the thing, with HEMA, you're not fighting somebody based upon gender, you're fighting somebody based upon them just being an opponent. And
Yeah.
probably the different class that you're doing. It's not gonna be oh, I'm fighting you because
Yeah.
height's actually the biggest one. Going
Huh?
back to
Yes.
Queen's Gambit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only time we've split HEMA tournaments based on any sort of like physicality is because of height.
Yeah.
5'10" and under, 5'10.1" and above.
Yes.
Sometimes you can
Let's shift
see,
our way
yeah.
over.
Sometimes we have like female only fighting, and that is female presenting, not biologically female fighting.
We actually are going to
Let's see.
have, we're creating what is it? A girls' gays and days.
Yeah, we were doing because
For-
it used to be Give a Girl a Sword Day.
Yes.
And we were like, that's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
We wanna
Girls,
be more
Gays, and Days.
inclusive.
Because Alyssa asked me for my notes
Yes.
on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Girls, Gays, and Days. Yeah, so we've only split by height. There's a group called Esfinges, which is Sphinxes in Spanish. They're fantastic for women in HEMA. I just noticed his boots are pointy. I want them.
Oh my goodness. That's so fun.
Curved. Yeah. Muscular gay guy. Have you seen Tall Surfer? Have you seen Birch? Muscular gay guy. Go for it.
What?
He's also our diversity and inclusion officer.
Oh,
one of ours.
Birch is a,
Yeah, I said what if
muscular-
you're a muscular gay guy? Yeah,
I mean-
go for it.
yeah. Slay the day away.
Slay the day away. Yeah.
Ooh.
Trying to like keep.
I
them in
love the
frame.
usage of like hand and grappling with regards to some of these
Mhm.
things.
And like, no, get out of here.
Exactly.
Get out.
Oh. Robin is making his way into the fray.
I don't know what you mean by URG. So can you clarify that?
Robin's coming in with all the drip.
Blue and red shirt. We have not forgotten about the ambush 7v1.
Robin wanted
Oh,
to
underrepresented
gear up
genders.
first.
I mean, we want everyone to feel comfortable, and especially women. We're starting to get more women,
Yeah.
whether it's female presenting or non-binary. Yeah, Robin's looking very, very drippy right now. He
Very
almost tripped over a
drippy.
pole arm. Y'all didn't see that behind the camera. But we want everyone to feel comfortable regardless of their expression or their identity. It's not like we actively go searching for them.
No.
Like, you look non-binary, we need you. Or agender. We want y'all to have a good time.
HEMA is a gender neutral. I'm not going to use the term sport because that's contended if it's a sport or not, but a gender neutral activity.
Yes, we just want to hit people with swords. That has nothing to do with how
What
you
you
express
identify
yourself
as,
or what is in your pants. 'Cause
Oh.
we do not care. Did you just walk into the tree?
Somebody call for plumes.
Plumes.
So many plumes. Do you want to show off your
Plumage.
plumes?
I will show off my plume.
Show off your
Hey
plume.
Rob, mine's bigger.
His plumage.
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe. Actually, it looks like the exact same feathers, just different orientation.
Yes, it is. I got red and white ostrich feathers too, except I've got the cool ones.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do have the nicer feathers. We got the cheap
Pheasant
feathers.
or something.
Rooster, but by a different name.
Rob, you want to show off? They're freaking out over your armor. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. Telefeathers.
I think that's worse. What? Baby telefeathers. Oh, is it better than feather baby? I don't know. Feather baby is not just a little baby.
So there's an argument about HEMA about Olympic fencing and then sport fencing and where HEMA falls in that spectrum. Because it is still growing, so is it like, have we reached the point of being a sport? Because we do get confused with Olympic fencing and the epee and the foils and sorry.
We do not have an overarching governing body.
I think that's one of the.
Yeah, we're a bunch of groups. It's like herding cats.
That's a whole mishmash.
We have a bunch of local groups together. Yeah, HEMA's very HEMA's very new. I was just hanging out in the tree.
It's just an excuse to do this.
Yeah.
I did
Wear this
have
in public.
I did have a conversation where HEMA is a men's excuse to just wear fancy colors and look fancy.
No,
Not
it's an
even
excuse-
remotely true.
It's an excuse to buy way too many swords. My girlfriend
Always.
loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rob, they've wrapped up. Let's see the drip.
What?
Let's see the drip.
Let's see the drip.
Yeah, we are in America. It's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now.
Man of the hour.
Yeah. Looking very, very drippy. That looks really cool though.
It does look good.
Someone said you're so drippy, you're an ocean.
Oh.
I like that comment. I forgot who that was. Thank you, whoever it was.
Man looking like an archipelago over there. And my axe?
A stupid anime quote, but not one nonetheless. Dripping with good
Robin,
looks.
where did the armor come from?
Aegis Armory.
Say that again?
Aegis Armory.
Aegis Armory.
And you can get them from swordshot.ca. They come from Canada.
Wow, I'm dumb. I
Alright.
went California? And I was like, why would California
Get
have
ready
a
to
different...
pay a lot for shipping.
All right.
Yeah.
Ambush.
Oh, someone said it's an excuse to bring a childhood dream to life.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, I love
Should
that.
I just stand on camera?
I mean, you can. Yeah, we're on camera.
Do you need a hand or anything?
Wire mesh visors. Yeah.
Wait, what's the Club Penguin?
Yeah, so we're working on. We got armor
What is Club Penguin?
coming in.
You know the Club Penguin dance? I don't know what that is. Wait, how do you not know what Club Penguin is? Very sheltered child.
Wait, you don't know about Club Penguin at all, or you don't know Club Penguin dance?
I didn't know. Is it a club full of penguins?
I mean, I guess, yeah, it is a club of
Is it a
penguins.
HEMA group I'm unaware of? I think it should be, because it sounds like a pretty good one.
Wait. Okay. The Rurokus, you got banned from your Discord for asking about HEMA Alliance? That is a red flag. What has happened there? What?
That's a big red flag.
Yeah. What was it about asking about HEMA Alliances that got you banned? I feel like you dodged a bullet. You need to get out of that group.
All
I'm
right.
concerned.
Rob is ready for his ambush of whoever is ambushing him. So let's see who's geared up.
Yes, we have lost Tall Surfer,
retired
so
to
we
be
are
a black
6v1.
Maybe 5v1, because I'm feeling a little. What can you say? Tired.
Yes, we do have a Batman shirt.
Mm.
Taller Surfer is wearing a Batman shirt.
Red Hood. I want to make
thank
it
you,
That's
perfectly
what I'm saying,
Sophie.
clear.
Red Hood.
It's Red Hood. I just want to make that perfectly clear.
Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Red Hood.
Part of Batman.
Shut up.
Yeah, I didn't know if they meant like the franchise or.
Yeah. So I'm
Yep.
used to having it correct.
Who's fighting Rob?
Oh, the super chat
I'm not
requested
doing it, I'm
everyone
tired.
fight Rob.
So
So
everyone
we want to
who's-
keep our super chats.
who's not tired
Blaze is getting the shield.
Oh,
Oh, love a Siggy.
so somebody's grabbing their shield, and then we'll see how it
All right.
goes.
Does anybody have
Oh, does he have a cape too?
I love this guy. I've
That's
never met this
fantastic.
man before today.
Oh,
and I
the
adore
drippy
his
man has a
attire.
cape.
Oh.
He's coming in.
Man handmade his
Um,
own cape and wasn't gonna bring
Oh,
it.
thank you. I don't know what to call your name because you just have a dash, but I'm glad you like the format. It literally is us hanging out in the backyard with friends, and that's what it was supposed to be.
You're about to see some wild drip come on camera soon.
He has a cape. Oh my god.
And apparently, come up here. You
Someone's-
gotta show off.
Oh yeah, show that works. Oh my god.
We
You're
have a
gonna have
fire
to do a
pit
little
off screen.
spin.
Yes, we need to show this off. And go on like the other side of the fire pit so we can see all the way down.
And I
Oh,
heard
yes.
that you made that.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Hand embroidered, hand sewn.
what?
Hand embroidered and
Is it a
sewn.
magnet holding the tassels?
It is.
Oh, it's
Oh.
so smart.
Okay, he wins. Someone just said, "Oh my god."
I was doing this.
Yes.
Was almost entirely done in my fire station, so I was on duty
That's
doing all that.
iconic.
Thank your local fire department. When they're not on calls, they're doing this.
When he's not on calls, he's got to have the fire pit.
Someone wants to know if it's a seraph.
Yeah,
Like a seraphim?
Seraphim.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is a seraphim.
Biblically traditional.
So, said he's so drippy, it's raining just because he's there. Biblically accurate angel. Eyes
Yeah.
everywhere. Yep.
It's sword and
All
biblically
right.
accurate capes.
Sword and biblically, yeah.
From the last one where it was dagger versus polearm, now it's dagger versus like this. Whatever that is. Whatever the hell is going on. Good luck.
So this is something.
Yeah, we have something in the works here. People
Let's
are
go.
finishing up getting their helmets and stuff on.
Full send it.
All right, we're doing a 1v1 first.
The dagger versus all that.
I promise, Robin, we're working on
Oh,
it.
Adam.
We've just got to get our 6 other fighters in full gear. We're very historically accurate. Don't you see the chain link fence? We have to go do D&D after this. Rob's gonna be dead.
What kind of campaign you doing?
We're doing Curse of Strahd. We're working through it. Not very far.
Spicy. We want to dip the frame that way.
Do you want to? Oh. Did you not want to be on camera?
Well, no, I just feel like they're more centered that way.
Oh, yeah.
Slash, they saw me on my approach from the stairs. Just
Someone said I feel like I fought Rob in Elden Ring before.
He
He
has
has played every Souls game imaginable.
he straight up pulled a Elden Ring like delayed attack on me earlier. So that is the one thing that gets me in those games because I'm so used to people striking accurately.
Oh.
So the guy in black actually has a dagger. So yeah, his sword is short. Hence dagger. Yes, Curse of Strahd is very fun.
Very difficult.
Ooh,
Easy to
do
die.
biblically accurate curses in this fight.
Biblically accurate
What does that mean?
curses. Does that just mean
Someone said Robin made a
Oh.
cameo on Elden Ring. He's called Rick there. Is there a Rick character? Okay, someone got the
That's,
joke.
God Rick, yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. He's the first boss. And then he's also the door technician in another game. They'll get that. I know they'll get that.
I don't know if they're.
What was that?
Hey, Rob, we got another super chat. Just so you know.
What is it?
Longsword Knight versus an increasing amount of peasants with daggers until the peasants win. Peasants can only target realistic knight's armor weak points. Knight kills with 1 hit.
That sounds fun.
That does.
That
I
was
like
also
the
a
rules.
$10 super chat.
Do we have enough
So-
knives?
So thank you, Assassin Pie.
Aw.
I love Assassin Pie. Try the waterfowl dance.
That'll do it. That makes my knees hurt thinking about it.
I don't get these references, but the people around me do. And they're
That's,
making weird noises.
It's Melania's attack thingy. Yeah, it's the waterfowl dance. It's the FP attack.
The one that
I
everyone
just watch him
hates.
play. Oh God, Rob, that's a beautiful face. Oh, I wish I had that one on camera. It's like a baby being born. It was. You couldn't see your face.
For context, that was Rob pulling his helmet off.
I guess no one could see that.
Helmets
No.
need to properly fit, you know, so
Yeah.
it makes interesting faces when you're removing them.
All right.
If you don't shake your hair back in slow motion when you take your helmet off, you can do it right.
Was it even worth it? All right, so
All right. Now are we doing 6v1?
No, we're doing the peasants.
yeah, the peasants.
Oh. Well, we still haven't done the super chat from before.
We don't have.
Oh.
We don't,
6v1. Oh, weird. Did we just cut out? Can y'all chat? Because it just said you're live, like we just popped back in. Did we lose you? What happened? Chat. Chat.
permission to combine the two. 'Cause I am
That's valid.
ready to kill
Oh no,
Rob.
they said we're good. Okay. I don't know what happened.
Permission to combine the two.
There was a blip. Okay, yeah. As long as it's a little one. Where's
Well-
the lightsaber match? That's for after dark because we have a
The-
lot of lightsabers.
The two do actually go hand in hand because it's all the peasants against Rob, so that would inherently be
You know, that's true.
yes.
They
With
did
gaining
clarify
number.
armed to their liking.
Yes. And
Alright.
was it an increasing number of
An
peasants?
increasing
Number of peasants.
Okay.
increasing amount or increasing number of peasants, and I put the two together 5 times.
One gets
Yep, yep,
killed,
yep,
you
yep.
go in.
I teach English.
Okay.
Get killed, the third goes in.
How do you
it's-
feel about those
It
rules?
said, hold on, let me go back to the super
Perfect.
chat. Knight kills with 1 hit, they said.
One
Oh.
doesn't. It gets killed.
Peasants can only target realistic knight's armor weak points.
Oh.
So the armor legitimately covers, but the knight can kill you guys with 1 hit, is what we got.
Dim places where they ain't shining.
Everything for the waist down?
Oh.
Someone said lightsabers, very European.
His arms. I mean, the choreographer, yes.
Putting this man.
No, because then you get Ahsoka with her Asian style.
True.
So, you know.
True.
Yes, please.
With
All right.
Give me a moment.
Giving Rob a moment.
The guy who the actor died in Star Wars, Bay something. Balin?
Balin's skull.
Balin Skull. That is very European lightsaber fighting. Anakin versus Rob with glasses. Who wins? Who has the high ground?
Yeah, see, if everyone, I'm always squinting.
Oh. Makes you look very thoughtful.
Yeah.
I always like that video with like the fish that comes in and it
Yeah.
looks suspicious, and I'm like, that's Rob without his glasses. Any other questions while we're hanging out? Yeah, whoever has the high ground wins, of course.
We're almost at 2 hours and 30 minutes, I think. This is probably about the last
Yeah, we're
Last
going to be
thing
wrapping up
here.
fairly soon.
Yeah.
They have been fighting for a long time.
I'm very tired.
Poor Rob has been in most of the fights.
Yes.
Rob and Telebaby, Big Red. I like how he wanted Big Red and he's become Telebaby.
Yeah.
He has ascended.
I said, you've been in a
Tip.
lot of fights too.
Tip for longsword versus heater shield: be the smarmiest, cheekiest little bugger you can be. There's
Bugger.
one thing that you will have that is very nasty that they have a hard time dealing with, which I could show momentarily.
Getting good use out of that Gatorade bottle.
We can kill some time in a minute with some small sword as well.
I want to make sure we get to the 6v1 before we call quits. Got to take care of our super chat people.
Yeah.
It's just muddy.
Yes, it is. We've been trampling it a lot.
Yep,
Mm.
that whole area. We don't need to mow it anymore. It's fine.
We'll spring
Sure.
back.
I mean, it won't hurt my feelings to
Thank
have less
you.
grass.
Oh man.
It is a nice mustache.
Oh, I can't get to my scab.
Oh, it's
I know.
behind the thing.
Stab, 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 stab.
I don't have my mustache pro anymore. I decided to regrow it. That's what you're missing.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like something's not right here.
No, I was starting to get a little wispy because some hairs had gotten pulled out, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna regrow this from scratch.
Mm.
I forgot about that. I hadn't thought about it. Yeah. How do you maintain the stash? Spill your secrets. Sounds vaguely threatening.
I use
like it.
conditioner and shampoo.
Do you remember what like brand you bought?
It's sandalwood scented.
It is,
Ooh.
because I remember you were like, she likes sandalwood. Let me get sandalwood because you have no idea what it smells like.
I'll be
What the what was that?
The paint is flaking off and it's making the hits very dramatic looking.
Oh. It's what?
It's a gold index from golden. Grave Before Shave is a good one.
I like how I'm doing the most exhausting thing.
Grave Before Shave
Okay.
is a good brand.
I don't, he popped up with something. Ooh.
Another reminder for gorgets.
Gorgets are nice.
Yeah.
Someone said the background is a lot how I imagine Florida is like. Yeah, also North Carolina. We have a creek back there.
Oh,
Whoa!
Oh, they were still on screen. Yes.
There it is.
Turn it a little bit. And we just start grappling. Someone said average UK fight.
Your knee is up.
Yeah. Carry
Yeah, Carrie.
your legs. Oh, we're
That's
good.
probably a good place to. I want. Someone was asking about the heater shield. You want to grab the. Someone grab the heater shield and a sword so I can show my point. Demonstrate my point here.
Ooh, yep. Should I mask?
No, I don't know about that. Just a generically sized sword. Yeah, okay.
Oh, thank you, Uwu Taro. Thank you for subscribing.
I guess I can yell.
Yeah, can y'all hear him chat as he's talking now, or should he yell?
Hi, can you hear me?
This is not happening as much as you think. Let's see. Chat?
Do you want me to put the
Oh, I forgot we have a delay.
We do have a delay.
They said kind of yell.
Okay, I will.
We could replug in.
Yeah, plug the mic. Yeah, that works.
Hold up.
Replug the mic.
We are going to plug the mic back in. All right, let's see. How do I plug this in?
There, is it? Hi.
Oh.
That should be nice and loud.
Okay.
They said no sound is needed.
Well, there should be sound now.
We have a solid
There's
green
no
light.
sound because okay. So someone was asking what can a longsword do against a heater shield like that? Because that blocks off a lot of options, right? It's hard for me to get there. I mean, the whole body's open, but you know what's not open, or what's closed or open is down there, right? But the problem is if I have two hands on my sword and I want to get to there, I'm now super juicy open right here, right? And I'm well within range of his sword. But I have a very long handle. So if I want to be cheeky about this, I can probe at him from around here, try to get him to commit that high, and then whoosh, throw that one-handed Geisling, throw it one-handed right for his leg, which I can do from a distance that basically means I'm out of range of his sword. So like, yeah, he could maybe get like a hand hit from here, but it flies so like, if I'm doing it out of range here, it's that, right? It is through and gone. So the odds of him being able to like tag my hand as it comes through aren't great, especially if I've just distracted him up top. So I want to do something to try to like get him to go high, and then I can pop low with that extra reach I have on the longsword that way.
The biggest thing too is it also kind of blocks my vision of him if I have to commit to something up high, which, I mean, that's probably just my inexperience with this particular shield, but
yeah, generally speaking, you don't want to go high with a shield. That's so like if you can get them to cover their eyes with their shield, they've made a mistake. So that's not a good thing for them. That is, you are trying to provoke them into making a mistake. The other thing is that you're very quick. You can do a lot of half-time kind of stuff with a longsword because you've got the two hands on the sword. So I can do all sorts of
One second. I have an idea.
Oh, yeah. So I can do all sorts of like quick like shots that immediately transform into something else. So I have that ability to keep pressuring and trying to work pressure. Like I can potentially throw a cut like crooked. It's kind of hard with the breastplate on, but I can potentially do a crooked cut that can kind of like wrap over the top and pressure him that way, and then immediately snap back and come some other way with it and try to work another opening. But if I can create one, so that's an option.
I also do broadsword and targe. The thing that we it's the same thing with the targe where oh, I forgot the mics over there. For broadsword and targe purposes, like so you don't blind yourself with the shield. The targe, it's kind of hard to do with this, but instead of being like down here, the targe stays here. So you do all of the movements here, and you don't blind yourself.
I assume that picked up.
Maybe I'm speaking loudly.
Everyone, people are putting F in the chat for the Dagger mic.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know if it picked up. I would think so.
There you go. You're back.
It seemed more efficient to
Okay, let's
just
get this last
place
thing
it on
done.
him.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this last thing, and then we're calling it.
Fantastic.
All right, yep, we're gonna do our last ambush. Noble v Peasants. Oh yeah, they said it picked up fine. Yay!
It does pick up better than I think we think it does.
Like stuck in my
You're trapped in the shield.
A hostage situation, but the shield.
Thank you.
No.
A cutie pie. I love your
Absolutely
name.
not.
I'm sure you are a cutie pie.
Well, the conditions were like longsword night, so.
Ah.
I've been a longsword night, being ambushed by peasants with daggers.
Oh.
How heavy are heater shields? What'd you think?
I'm bad with weight.
Pretty darn heavy.
I'd give it like somewhere between 5 and 10 pounds.
This feels like one of the puppies. It feels like a 5 or 6 pound.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Jump scare. All right,
Right.
peasants.
I just picked up the shield. I'd say about 5 pounds.
Right,
Feels vaguely puppy sized.
I don't want to put my arm guards in.
So,
One more.
one more, and then you're released. I'll be free. Just to recap, are we doing it as it grows in numbers, or are we starting off with a strong number?
I thought we were growing.
Yeah. you
All right,
start
so
with
growing in number.
one peasant, and then they slowly get stronger.
Slowly get stronger. So theoretically, while the other peasants are getting geared up, we could start with somebody who
One
is
peasant.
geared.
Oh, that poor peasant.
All right,
Noble v one peasant.
a bad decision. Peasant has dagger. Oh God, dagger versus longsword. Pay your taxes. Oh,
Oh, slice to the back of the head.
all right. We're now up to 2 peasants.
How many peasants does it take to take down a noble?
Lower taxes. Do we have a? Once again, the peasants are dagger. Oh,
One
That-
peasant down,
peasant is aggressively
Oh.
eliminated.
slice to the side of the head.
You know, we've got 5.
Three peasants. Oh, we got the drippy
Three
peasant.
Drippy
He
peasant.
doesn't look much like a peasant.
It's giving nouveau. Oh, I'm in trouble. I think the message of this.
Very well funded peasants. Yes.
Yes. Or he has robbed a priorly killed noble.
You know what? Starting his reign of terror.
Exactly. I think we're learning that longsword versus dagger does not typically go in the dagger's favor.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
And dead.
0 peasants. Are we at 4 peasants?
4 peasants. You sound so happy.
It's okay.
You can't kill all of them.
You can't. Huh? Oh,
All right.
oh,
Oh.
oh. Down with the bourgeoisie.
I think Rob lives there now. Yep.
Ta-da-da!
Not bad for 1v4.
No. It's basically
suppose.
Caesar.
Historically accurate
Oh,
takedown.
there it
Yeah.
is.
I just like oh.
Good there.
Do we need a minute?
I'd say we can kill time. I got.
Yeah, that was 1v4 was seemed like a lot worse
Was
than
a lot.
1v3. Rob, any
Wish I had a backplate.
No.
Oh,
Are you regretting being a noble today?
I killed a lot of them.
You did kill a lot of them.
I feel like that's what actual nobles would have said. You know, I killed a lot of them.
I pulled my weight.
Yeah.
So the person who did the super chat said it was perfect, exactly what they were looking for.
Fantastic.
That was more costly than just paying taxes.
Oh, holy cow.
Hey, someone says you taking off your mask does remind of a baby being born because it's like your hair's all pushed back,
Yeah.
so it's just your face.
Okay.
Oh, hairless baby. Are we doing the 1v5?
Are we? I thought that was.
I thought that.
I think we're short on.
I mean, that was.
I think
Okay.
we're pretty much out.
Andrew was the only one who wasn't a peasant. in
Yeah,
that one,
it's.
but he was about to do something else. I think one last.
That's the best I
fight?
got.
That's the best we got.
That's the
Small
best.
sword. Small sword versus.
Small sword.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. We haven't done that before.
Small swords all round.
And then a gentle Q&A segment while we cool off. While we still have like assorted expertise here.
Yes.
And then we'll wrap it up. So just a light Q&A.
I like Q&A. I like grunt.
small sword. I don't need heavy gloves or arm protection.
You don't need heavy gloves. That is why it's. I found it very beginner friendly.
Oh, look, all my blood's gone.
Like someone said, I don't think the third guy would have actually taken the sword. He just saw two of his friends die.
That's
Like,
a
that-
very
yeah.
valid take.
At what point do you run away? Let the man rest. Ah, the miracle of childbirth.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah, the frame is there. We are.
Yep, you are well in frame.
I can move it if you wanna. Yeah, let the man rest.
Found a hole.
Haha.
Yeah.
I would say, and you can absolutely disagree, but if you're looking to get into contact more quickly with HEMA, small sword's a really good way to do it because you have to be less geared up, so there's less of a financial barrier.
The challenge though is that there are far less opportunities to do small sword.
Yes.
Additionally, traditional Olympic style fencing, if you do epee, you're already basically just doing small sword. So it's one of those like Olympic fencing already gets the epee crowd for the most part.
Absolutely.
But if you want to throw hands while also doing epee,
Yeah.
HEMA's the way to do it.
I do enjoy a good old grapple with small sword.
Someone said, so real soldiers fought in this kind of weather conditions for hours and worse. It's actually only about 77. I don't think it reached 80 today.
And it's not even that muddy.
Yeah,
You had stayed put.
conditions would have been much worse
Yeah.
for them.
I mean,
And yeah, you didn't
ooh.
get 3 minutes and then we call time.
Yeah.
So there is still the ebb and flow of combat to keep in mind.
Oh yeah, it's not a
There's-
constant barrage, but
And unlike real combat, if you find a hole, you just have to
You can't-
persevere through it.
Yeah, you can't be like,
turn around and
you
be
can't be like,
"Oh,
excuse me, we need to change locations.
you
my
mind if
knee
we
pad slipped.
do we mind if we shift a
There's
bit?
a hole on my side. Oh,
Oh.
it was almost cool.
it was almost cool.
A brutal. Mm. That is the other key with small sword. Quick touches sometimes.
Oh, that was clean.
Double.
Oh, it was?
Oh yeah.
Was it
I got him shoulder. He got
Oh.
me back. The fun thing about small sword and dueling is doubles happened a lot.
Doubles happen a lot.
People kill each other all the time.
Yes.
And then there's that.
Hold on to your sword, folks.
Someone said the gates of Toledo all over again. Is that another Dark Souls? I don't get that one.
All right, I'll stop
I
trying
just
to do
assumed
fancy shit.
I mean, Toledo's a
real.
Or is it a historical?
Yeah, I think.
Someone said, okay, maybe it was from this one. Imagine how funny it would have looked seeing every soldier just slipping or waddling toward each other in the mud. So maybe that's what they meant by Gates.
I was literally
Yeah.
about to bring up that battle.
Core.
Agincourt is also, when I was talking about mud, my gut thought. I mean, I feel like that's the classic battle to think about when you think about mud. Yes. And acknowledging like that actually would also be a good example of differences of high grounds and stuff, because they really banked upon the cavalry coming in, but the horses just got immediately tied up.
Rob, what do you think about the Soul Calibur game series?
Cool. No, I mean
You're gonna fall asleep.
it's very gamey, but I really like how they handle stance transitions in that game. It feels very good.
That was a good little pop of the map.
Because Soul Calibur, like, it's just think about Siegfried, right? There are certain combos that will enter you into stances that give you other moves you can launch from there, and that feels very real. I like that a lot. You know, I think there's one where he'll like turn and he'll have the sword behind his back, and he's basically in post Dona. It's cool. He's got big swings he wound up from there. I like it. It's a nice touch.
Oh, we did have a question earlier about guts while you were inside and how feasible that actually is with that size of sword.
Guts' sword?
Yes.
No.
But then
That
they
was
said
the
if
general
Guts
thought.
was the one wielding the sword in real life, like if Guts existed.
So the reason why I give Guts a pass is because everybody around Guts also acknowledges that his sword makes no sense. I don't quite remember what the quote is, but it's like they describe it as like it's not so much a sword as much as it is a slab of iron that no reasonable man should be able to wield. So like it's not a good, like in the setting it is a bad weapon. It's just that Guts is so guts that he can get away with it. That's it. Like that's why I like it, because it's regarded as a stupid idea in the setting.
They also want to know your thoughts on Ghost of Tsushima.
Very fun game. I enjoy it. I don't like the stance system in that one. What I dislike about it is rather than the stances, like so in Soul Calibur, the stances each give you, like whenever you switch stance transition, you gain access to certain moves that are situationally useful. And the same thing happens in Tsushima in that you switch stances and you get new moves. But my issue with Tsushima is that each stance is specifically meant to counter a not a situation per se, but an enemy type. So there's a stance that you use to fight heavies. There's a stance that you use to fight spearmen. There's a stance that you use to fight light enemies. And rather than, so like, I dislike that the stances are tied to specific class types and not more general situations like, this is my big, powerful cutting stance. This is my extended long point stance for thrusting. You know, like, I like that more than it being a matchup for a specific kind of individual.
Someone says Guts' sword is very close to size to Cloud's Buster sword.
Yeah. Also terrible.
All
I don't think Cloud gets the same excuse. I don't think it's regarded. I haven't played it, but I'm not aware of anybody referring to it as like unreasonable in the setting. But also, I mean, it's Final Fantasy, right? Like whatever.
Yeah.
But dragoons are best.
I think that's a
Are we moving to
transition.
Q&A?
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. So we're gonna. So at this stage, we're
Why don't we
gonna.
move the camera?
So we
It
don't
might
have
be
the fire
easier,
pit.
so because Fire Pit is not moving. Over here to our very tired and sweaty fighters.
Oh, look, there's
So we
everybody.
can kind of
Yeah.
get everybody in frame, yeah?
Yeah, that
Oh,
works.
that's about to tip over.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do
Let me
that.
Try to
Yeah, we'll get a little.
find a reasonable foot in there.
Yeah, I think that's this.
After game recap.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so we're done sparring. That's it. We're done. We
We're
quit.
done.
We're done. It's over. But we're winding down. So while we are dealing with our assorted winding downingness, we can open it to general Q&A. You know, we still have gear here, so like if there's something like really specific, sort of specific technique that you want explained, we are available to kind of like demonstrate that to a degree. Obviously, you know, we're not going back in full gear. That's not happening. But if you have general questions, we can field them, and while we get geared down and comfy, and we'll wrap it up there.
All right.
Rob, I'm very wet.
Yeah, I'm. You look like you took a shit.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh, that's
I'm a leaker.
that's a t-shirt contest level.
You know, this is not helping any of these.
No.
Chat, go for it.
Live your best
Yes,
life.
any questions?
On that dagger.
On On this dagger, the mic.
Oh, the mic. Yeah,
Or which dagger?
yeah. I assume that. Yeah,
That'd be my gut.
that's a
thought.
mic. Princess Bride
Yes.
analysis. It's the best sword fight ever. The end.
Play.
What do you know about Capulets?
Oh, not enough.
Someone asked, do you know any TTRPGs that do sword fighting well?
7C.
7C. Yeah, you get them. What am I doing?
So I used to work at a game store. It was an RPG that I played a little bit in the beginning of 7C. It's heavily focused on like swashbuckling and sword combat. I played it a little bit, not enough to really get into it, but everyone has told me like, oh, you do swords, you should play 7C. So look into that. You might like it. It looks pretty cool.
Anything else?
Thoughts on Ichigo's sword?
Bleach?
From Bleach.
Guessing? Yep.
I'm the
Any
lead
other
here,
character?
but I've never seen Bleach.
It's another
Okay,
big
bonus
unwieldy
questions.
sword.
Now's your time for questions. Someone did ask Princess Bride movie or book? Book. Okay. How many of you have not read the book? That's probably a better question because if you haven't read the book,
Read? Who reads? I don't read.
What?
that hurts my heart.
I can't read.
You can't read.
I'm Jared, 19.
Oh.
That's a good one. You want to read that one out?
Okay. The how advanced? Oh, it drifted away. So up to you.
Oh. How advanced swordsman would you be if transferred to the timeline of your favorite style?
We'll go around. We'll do a whole little
I like that.
around table.
It's a hard one.
It is a
That is
hard
very
one.
hard one.
So the one that gets me is that the timeline for like starting defense and then mastery, which is not so the concept. So I've gotten big into Mire at this point, and the important thing is the concept of mastery in Mire is not the same thing as we would think of mastery today. And mastery for Mire would be like you can teach now, and so it's that's one of the weird things is
how you
the
define mastery.
yeah, and so Mire. So this is for perspective here is that Mire died at 30, I think 34, and so he died at 34. He was a master, and he had trained a master. Okay, think about that timeline. So was a master and had trained somebody else to be a master by the age of 34. So it's an interesting timeline to think
I
about.
mean, you could argue that you could base your mastery upon your students.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So I feel like that's an interesting one, and I would not claim confidence at being a master, just to say, but just for frame of reference, like I've been doing this for 10 years, right? And so it's like, what is the metric that they use? It fascinates me, and I've tried to do some digging, and I've spoken with some other people about like what was a master, and it's an interesting subject. So like by that frame of metric, are there people who would qualify as masters now? Just because it's if you think about the timeline for beginning to teaching, you're looking at about like a good decade there before you start to like really start to take on students of your own. And so I find that an interesting turnaround. So I don't necessarily think I'd be a master, but I feel like at this stage, I've taught classes, I have students here. So I don't know, maybe that might be something like in my future that I'm like starting to seriously think about, like trying to work towards. Maybe I'm on my journeymanship. Maybe.
I'd say that.
A
I mean,
solid philosophical answer.
You definitely did a great job teaching Trevor and I. So we're not terrible swordsmen. So shoot. I guess I'll take it from the perspective of like early modern, like the long 18th century, because that's my other area of study at this point. And I am very much not a historian, and I think my head instructor will throttle me later. But at least from my perspective, it's not kind of like how Rob was talking about, like in terms of mastery. I think at least a lot of the sources that we're looking through, Roworth, Angelo, and other military sources of the era, like they were meant for taking your average Joe over like 6 to 10 weeks, teaching them how to not die immediately with the sword, and then boot them off to go fight Napoleon, and they'll probably just get bodied by a cannon or something.
So,
But
not looking for masters, just looking for good work.
looking for people that don't die long enough to hold the other enemy back.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah. So I'm at least that good.
I think I'd be about like I am now, a cocky journeyman who can get by against a master purely on luck, rarely, get his ass handed to him the rest of the time, but defeat most of the other journeymen and beginners.
Heck yeah.
About the same. I think it's kind of tough to measure also because a lot of people back then would have much more time than a handful of hours here and there throughout the week to practice.
Very much would have been there
yeah.
daily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would interject. Meyer was a cutler by trade. He had a day job. Just putting that out there. A lot of the masters.
So what's your excuse?
My excuse is I'm tired and broken from
There
20
you
years of
go.
capitalism or something.
Would you be
depressing.
a master?
No, because I think the phrase master is outdated. So the way I think about it is if the closest thing you can get to being a master at something is how well you can recite the art you are recreating, and then how abstract can you get after that? How is your interpretation? Does your interpretation still work practically? Myself, I have recently gotten into a lot of different of my own interpretations from like the Anonimo, Marazzo, Giovanni Delagoki. So I'd say I'm on my way to becoming a journeyman, but I will never call myself a master because that would be irresponsible.
And that brings up a solid question. Can you call yourself a master? Is that a self-appointed title?
Someone in the chat said you're a master with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
You have to go through your mastery test, and the other masters go, "You're a master."
Yes.
That's the problem is that we don't have masters. So it's like, who has the authority?
Who is?
Real chicken or the egg? Yeah.
I would agree that I'm coming back into HEMA after 3 or 4 years of being out of it for COVID and going through school again and a new job again. So I've been out of it for a while. I think I'm good enough now to recognize as I'm going in that I'm about to die.
Yeah.
But that being said, I would be a guy, with a polearm to get slaughtered by, in the thousands. That's where I am currently. That's how far along I am right now, for sure. Exactly.
Yeah. What else we got?
All right, so next question. Okay, so all we have is the mic. Next question. You guys can decide if you want to answer this one. Thoughts on booty shorts and longsword? And they said, yes, I do love drama. Do you want to touch this one or do you want me to move on?
No, come back.
Come back. It's your stream. Come back. I don't know. I don't know if you wanted to touch it, but I was like, it was asked in the chat.
I don't want.
I've got silkies on right now, and there's a reason I have puncture resistant pants, is what I would say.
I don't know if the chat heard that.
I've got silkies on under these pants, and there's a reason I have 350 Newton puncture resistant pants on over top of them. But,
Anyone else have any hot? Yeah, there it is.
You should be responsible and realize that your life matters and your legs matter too. Just FYI, I know who you are.
I think one of the really solid things that I'd pull from is actually not swords. Bullfighting. If you look at the attire that bullfighters wear, they have an additional padding here so that if they get hit by the bull, they're not immediately bleeding out. That would be my gut thought. Yeah.
Good idea.
Just like a good
wear protection. I don't know.
real world continual example.
I was going to say,
Oh,
as
sorry.
another aside, it doesn't matter if it's rolled or it's blunt. As an EMT,
Oh.
blunt objects go through body all the time. Does not matter.
Very
You
valid.
even through puncture resistant stuff. So
Better to
Yeah.
have something. I think recently there was some tournament drama where a sword had punctured through a AP jacket and had shot through into the AP jacket and popped out the other side. So even the jackets aren't necessarily a guarantee.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
Better than wearing nothing.
Okay, so I think my mic's working now. What are your opinions on Chinese and or Asian swords and polearms in contrast to European style weapons? Asia versus Europe. Go.
Are you watching at me? They
No, I was
This
looking at
isn't
Guan.
a test.
they cool. I really want a Guandao.
Mm.
So I mean, but so like Guandao, it's a glaive. Like there are certain. I mean, look at the Jian. It's just a it doesn't have a big old crossguard on it, but I mean it's basically like a hand and a half sword. It's convergent evolution. A good sword design is a good sword design. That's why I always say like the most timeless sword is just a like one-handed straight sword with two edges. I mean, that's just kind of timeless. It turns up all over again. Usually with different guard, like wherever you look, it has a different guard, but they're like as close to a universal design as it gets.
Did anyone else want to touch in on that one, or did you cover it?
All right.
Could you beat a fighter from your favorite timeline?
A fighter, sure.
Yeah.
It's not specific. Yeah, I mean, a fighter, okay. I mean, shoot, there's effectual put on for kids, so I could definitely
Go for it.
The war on children.
Counterpoint. 25-year-olds with swords.
They do scare. Yeah, the 21-year-olds with swords scare me.
Uh,
They think they're invincible.
And we start at 16 technically.
They're
We
terrifying.
do.
Yeah. They,
We got
YOLO.
beef with 25-year-olds.
how would you counter a stab in the Fool's Guard?
Where am I?
So I like that one. That one's a technical one.
Up. Where's the
retreat.
Where's the closest sword? Someone find a sword.
We have to have something for reference.
There wasn't just immediately one to hand. What?
What?
Oh,
Where are they going?
Yeah.
Frame is over here.
Yes, framing is
over
here. Don't stab anybody.
Yeah, don't stab me. Okay, I'm in the Fool Guard. He
We
decides
might-
to thrust at me. I can go and I can meet it. Right. I have a few options for meeting it. Now, that could be coming in. I could try to gather and then try to skewer him in turn. I could also potentially try to break it down to there, and then I can come up and do nasty things to him. Or I could come to this hand. There are so many options from there. Those are kind of like two big ones there. Or you panic, but you go complete panic mode. It comes to you go, I don't like it. That's the other one. That's the less good option. But can happen.
Birch, do you have things to
I
say?
do have one, I think, actually. I do the Fool's Guard. He stabs at me. False Edge.
Yeah.
False Edge.
Oh, that sound.
I know.
So
And then,
pretty.
then you turn and cover.
Yeah, I don't like to go full fools because as Meyer complains about full fools. He says the Fool Guard is for actual fools because you can't do any real cuts from it. Like the pure straight down the middle Fool's Guard is just very not so structurally amazing. You've got like a little flicky thing you can do from here, and sure you can thrust from there, but you could also be off to the side, and now you actually have the hip rotation to cut, or off to the other side, and now you can cut up the other way. So he strongly seems to prefer Vexel over here. So that's an important distinction from that central fools and then offside fools. So this one generally seems to be more useful in his opinion.
So I like how someone just said, I didn't prepare questions. I'm just here for vibes. I appreciate that. So the question was, how would Rob do in a zombie apocalypse? But I want to open it up to everyone. How long would y'all survive?
Not? Okay.
I'll hide somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I'm in the
Valid take.
it's like I don't know. I have no like expectations of like running out there and being like invincible and then shot. I'm just gonna hide somewhere and like hope my food lasts and then maybe run out if I have to. Use a bike. I don't know. Try to avoid. Avoidance is the best policy. Yeah.
I will say, quick take on my part. These jackets, because they're puncture proof, would be great for defending against bites. That's my 2 cents really quick.
What about vampire zombies? Gorget.
Gorget!
Yes.
The lesson of today, why we use gorgets.
Yes.
I mean, it's dependent on, do you know it's coming? If you do.
If you do, is it an inside job? Should you know that there's going to be a zombie apocalypse?
Okay.
No, like if you know that it's happening elsewhere in the country and can you get out? Or is it like you open the window and you're like, honey, there's zombies outside. And you go,
You
oh,
open
shit.
the window and oh shit.
If you know it's coming, just go to the mountains and go somewhere they can't find you.
Someone remote.
Avoidance, definitely with Rob on that one, and
Yeah.
hope they're the kind that like all rot in a week or something,
Yeah.
and then you're good.
Yeah. Lay low. Hope for that.
I think that does like need to be a clarification. What zombies are we talking about?
That's
Yeah.
a good point. Are we
Yes,
doing
Is it like
Walking Dead
Resident
zombies?
Evil zombies or like what are we? Yeah.
Well, we could we go around and then we do our preferred zombie and then go from there. What about that?
I mean,
All right.
I am
there's
going
a
to try to wrap this up in 3 hours, though.
Yeah.
So that's
reason they always do this in a city is I live in the woods in the country and I know how to grow potatoes.
Ah,
And like, that's your survival strategy.
Avoidance.
Like, don't live in New York.
potato famine.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can also throw potatoes.
yeah.
Definitely Walking Dead zombies and Valhalla, baby. I mean, I want to go out swinging. If that's coming in, it's getting that bad, I'm going to go die fighting. There's
Sounds
no
about
reason to
right.
stick around longer. Like,
All right.
I'm gonna get bit by a patient a week before it's officially announced.
Oh,
That's really,
Yeah.
really accurate.
Yep.
All right.
Do we want another question or?
maybe one more question?
Okay.
All right. So another question from Melissa. She said she was talking to Birch a little while ago. Thoughts on when a student should start sparring?
also,
Ooh.
so
Lots of oohs.
There's a
Oh,
lot of
it got dark.
It's getting dark.
It is getting
So,
dark.
That was ominous. Okay.
So I would say 6 months. 6 months after you get started, you should probably make sure you have a helmet and gloves by then, and then start kind of light sparring. And I would recommend if you're gonna do it without a teacher, do percentage speed. So start at 50% speed sparring, work your way up to 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and then once you get to 100%, you got full gear.
Would you say it varies based upon discipline?
It can, yeah. Some disciplines I would say have more steps to them than others. Bolognese is very long and drawn out, so ours takes a little bit longer to get into. But yeah, I'd say generally 6, anywhere from 5 to 6 months.
It just got really quiet.
Yeah, it did.
Dun dun dun. All right.
I just want to, so someone just made a very wholesome comment. Congratulations. I really love your content and thank you for inspiring me to be better at fencing. That's a very nice comment. As he's like,
He's over there.
It looks like it's about to pour, so we've got to get the.
yeah, we're trying to get armor inside.
Get in front of the camera and awkwardly wave at it for
Yeah, any last minute comments
Yes,
for our
while
fighters
Rob
as
puts
well?
away his stuff, and then we'll do a fun little wave.
Someone says Telebaby looks so much like Mario that it's distracting me from the questions. I think it's the red as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Not to be dismissive, but I feel like no.
What?
You feel like no?
No.
I
don't think you look like Mario.
No. I don't, is
But
it? I
a
mean,
valid take.
you're wearing red and you have a mustache, but you also have the beard. Let's see.
What else we got?
I don't really. I mean, favorite weapon. We could do that one real quick.
Oh,
like
that's a quick
That's a
round,
good, easy one.
Quick round robin of your favorite weapon. We'll mix it. We'll start on this side. Favorite weapon. Go.
Side sword. I've been enjoying that a lot since I got it.
Hell yeah.
Side sword. That's my main thing I do.
All right. Favorite
Spear is the best weapon ever.
ever. Ooh.
He's right.
A hot take.
No, that's
You answered differently.
No.
What do you mean?
My favorite is not the best.
Favorite.
Side sword, very swordy, very
That'd be very tidy.
stepping around and a lot of fun.
We love a swordy sword.
Yeah. Two-handed longsword, but one-handed broadsword. Hand
All right.
protection.
Nice.
That's a tricky one. Either a longsword or a montante. Montantes are just pretty and cool, and they're big, and they swing, and they go whoosh.
Big sword.
Big sword go burr.
Big sword for burr.
Big sword go
All
burr.
right.
All right. So last thing, no more questions, but Alyssa did mention about Oktoberfest. So we don't do the lives very often like this, but do you want to mention Oktoberfest coming up? That is a lot of wind. All of a sudden? Oh my God, calendar.
Yes, Oktoberfest is our club's annual big HEMA camp out thing, and the camera might fall over.
11 to 13.
It's October 11th to the 13th. I think registration is still open. If you're interested, if you do HEMA and stuff, and you want to come and hang out with us all.
A lot of guest instructors.
A lot of guest instructors.
A lot of guest
camping.
instructors.
How many of us are going to be at Oktoberfest? Show of hands. Most of us will be at Oktoberfest. I think all.
It's a good camping time too.
Yes, it's very fun.
Yeah, it's good to just hang out.
There's also the Franco Bell.
I don't even drink beer.
And you have to sword fight and not spill your beer.
All right. Let's wrap it up with a good old wave.
Yep.
Thanks everybody for joining.
Get in here.
Awkward.
I'm going to be over here.
Yay!
Yay! Bye. And then his finger.
Bye.
See?
We should